Hey guys, and welcome to the stream. My name is Green Zero, and I know you're thinking, hell yeah, it's GZ and it's the extended series. We are back here for another week of fantastic games. We have a couple of games here for you today, and don't forget, it is a double stream like usual, so there is also another stream tomorrow on Sunday at the same time, 1800 GMT. We'll plug that. You probably already know about that if you're watching this stream, but nonetheless, going to plug it anyway. Now, again, if there's any audio issues, just let me know. The stream has roughly about a 60-second delay on it, just because we do know the players like to sneak their way onto the stream, so that 1 minute really just screws up any ability to stream start there. I'm sure most players do, like, obviously pause at the stuff, but, you know, we do see them in the chat. But yeah, welcome to the stream. I've already got some people waiting. Some people already waiting for the stream to start. But yeah, we actually have the players ready to go. Now, what I'm going to do a quick intro. So we're going to have a look at some of the statistics that have taken place in the tournament before we jump into the first game. So this is going to be exciting. I said I would have some statistics for you. I have been keeping statistics for the tournament. And first up, we're going to have a look at this one particular graph here, which is going to be the map pick. So this shows you the popularity of the maps. Now, just remember, maps can only be selected once per series, so that obviously puts a hard cap on how many times a map can be chosen. But basically, if we have a look here, you can see Tiberian Rift. Probably not too surprised that that's up there as the highest one. A little bit shocked that Odyssey isn't quite as high, sitting at 7. I would have thought Odyssey would be one of the highest ranked maps there, but not going to be the case. But yeah, Tournament Highlands, Toxic City, again another map here that is doing quite well, so that's quite good. And then if we have a look here, Hampstead Gardens, my map does sit with a 6-game pick. Now, there's been 11 matches, which means obviously the most amount of times a map can be selected is 11 times. But yeah, that has been selected 6 times. Now, for those of you who are interested, there have been 11 matches, and that has totaled 77 games. So 77 individual games is what I've casted so far, and we're well past the we're just past the halfway point in the group stages. After today, there'll only be a couple of games left, so group stage is really just pushing hard to get that done. Why do you want to do a dual cast? Yeah, probably not at the moment, but maybe another time. But if we jump back to this, you can see here, Tiki Turmoil, one pick for Tiki Turmoil. What is happening there? That's probably one of Technic's best map, if not the best map. Just with a single pick there. You can see Twilight City, Battle Base, and Winter Meltdown also not doing that well. And then it sort of hits Torment Undergrounds, Dust Bowl, Six City, Badlands, which have all had a moderate amount. So there's a pretty even map spread. Just those last 3 or 4 maps which just aren't seeing quite as much action as they probably would like. Now, I do have another graph here for you, and this is probably the one you're waiting for. This is going to be the win rate and the pick rate of the faction. So just to explain, the top graph is going to show you the win rate of every faction if we exclude every mirror matchup. So, for example, you know, Steel Talons versus Steel Talons is going to obviously be a win and a loss, so I just removed that from the stats. So this is the win rate that every faction has, excluding the mirror matchup. So I said this last week, Steel Talons was at 70%, it's now at 61.5. The pick rate is how often the faction is selected. So you can see that, and that shows you on the bottom as well. The bottom graph is showing you the total amount of games we've seen the faction in, and the pick rate, and including the games with no mirrors. So on the bottom graph, for example, GDI, 42 people have selected GDI as their faction across all games, and that lowers to 32 if you exclude all the mirror matchups. So you can see that GDI and Black Hand, very high pick rate, so 27 and 26% respectively. However, Black Hand is quite far down the win rate graph in 6th position. So Black Hand not doing that well despite the huge pick rate. GDI is doing pretty well, you know, 56% win rate for a 27% pick rate. It's probably doing the best, but you know, if you look at Steel Talons, of course, the 4th most picked faction, so 17 games, lowers to 13 if you exclude the mirrors. So Steel Talons has a very high win rate, and the pick rate's not too bad. You know, the pick rate is sitting around 4th, similar to Traveler, Nod, and Mock. They're all sort of sitting around the same pick rate. But if you look, obviously, the wins, Mock is, where is Mock? Mock's in 3rd at the moment, so Mock was actually pretty bad, but again, Mock has jumped up. Last week, there were a lot of Mock games that were played. I'm just going to do a quick sound check as well, make sure everything's okay. Yeah, no, that looks pretty good. So I hope you're enjoying these statistics. I have many more statistics, but for the time being, that is going to be your win rate per faction on the top bar or the top graph. So in blue, that is the win rate, and the orange is the pick rate, and then the bottom, it shows you the total amount of picks. So again, quite interesting how things are panning out, but we will be looking to get into the game momentarily. Here we go. We are into the game right now. So, okay, let's have a look here. No observers. I'm not sure why they'd let this guy in. Zocom versus Traveler. Let's get that sorted. Wait, who's Zocom? I've already forgotten. Masterleaf is Zocom. Tipz is Traveler. Okay, Tipz wants to be Traveler. Zocom. Traveler. My voice might sound a bit groggy at the moment just because I've just woken up and it's like 3:30 in the morning. So that will clear up as my voice warms up, so don't worry about that too much. Looks like everyone's ready to go. Okay. Ready players. So they can mutually agree on the first map. Looks like they're going to be happy with Tournament Odyssey. And we're ready to go. So here we are. We're jumping straight in. We've done our quick intro, jumped on the stats, and now we are jumping right into the game here. Did Tipsy? No, Tipsy just unexed. So we're going to have that countdown restart. But yeah, by the way, I haven't even talked about this particular game. So obviously it's Tipz Vs Masterleaf. It's only the second time we're seeing Tipsy in action. Oh yeah, sorry, I did not mention Reaper 17 is missing from the top graph because they actually have a 0%, and I couldn't be bothered making the adjustments to have them on the graph. So no one in 77 games has picked Reaper 17. So that is pretty insane. I'm quite surprised, but let's focus on this game because starting in the bottom south side, playing as the Zocom play, it is Masterleaf. This is a must-win game. Masterleaf must win this series, and he's playing this man, Tipsy. Tipsy is playing as the blue Traveler 59, and he's going to be going for fast legs. Let me just make sure everything's okay. Everything looks pretty good. You guys are happy. There's no command post blocking half the screen like I did in that one tournament that everyone really grilled me over because it was a really good game that got missed. But yeah, for those of you not aware, I didn't actually show the group stages, so I will actually show the group stages maybe after this game and some of the results. So I did sort of jump straight past that. Buzzer Swarm will die. The other Buzzer Swarm should be able to close the distance there. But yeah, this is a must-win series for Masterleaf. Failure to win here would be pretty much Masterleaf out of the tournament. He's doing something crazy as well. Actually got some rocket squads. He might be going for Bloodhounds. These engineers are in a little bit of trouble. He's going to need a tower, yeah, because otherwise he's going to lose those. I don't think Tipsy spots it just yet. Oh my god, Tipsy is all in. Tipsy is all in, and if this is an airfield drop, oh my god, Masterleaf simply just needs to build a hammerhead, and he wins the game. He's building Bloodhounds. This, he's not building a hammerhead, though. As soon as he spots this, surely he can see that. He's not producing a hammerhead, which means he's going to lose the airfield. Oh my god, he's got 2 APCs. He's going to have to do a mine bomb. He's going to have to do a mine bomb. No mine bomb comes in. Oh, he's going to lose both the APCs. Where's the mine bomb? He must have no money. Oh my god, he's going to lose the airfield. No hammerhead. Oh, he's in so much trouble. He's going to lose both APCs. No mine bomb comes in. He's just pretty much done at this point. I think Tipsy can just run straight for the harvester. And Masterleaf's going to lose that. GG, Masterleaf is going to lose the first game despite the fact... Oh, he's got a heroic disintegrator squad as well, despite the fact that he went for an airfield first, which is a super hard counter, by the way, to this. He is going to try to put down these turrets. Look, he will be able to hold on. He has already said GG, but he's not actually leaving the game. So he will hold the attack, but the thing is he has no money, and now Tipsy has more. I mean, look at this. He's managed to produce more disintegrator squads. Look at that. He's not actually going to throw in the GG. I'm not sure how much money he's got. He doesn't have enough to put a refinery. He's trying to put a refinery. He can sell this refinery, and then he's going to have to spike that out. But he's only got 2 rifleman squad. Tipsy, he sends the buzzer swarm in first. That allows the disintegrators to close in. He's got another squad back here, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Yeah, he's going to lose this squad as well now. Remember, he's got absolutely no money, which means he's going to lose. He needs to make sure that rifleman squad is finished off. Yeah, there's nothing here. There is nothing here. He's got an upgraded power plant. He's going to have to sell that, but Tipsy has way too much stuff here now. I'm not sure why Tipsy is just refusing to finish that off. He did capture one of Tipsy's spikes, but look at that. He's going to have to build a what do you call it, a watchtower. He's going to lose that watchtower, and then he's just going to go for the other power plant. And I mean, this is just fine for Tipsy because, technically he only has 1 spike, so this might not actually be done. This is actually going to be a really awkward game if Tipsy can't win the game here, because technically... Oh, no, he does. He actually took one of Masterleaf's spikes, so it is still 2-2 spikes. It is still 2-2 spikes. Masterleaf trying to produce... I mean, that's the thing. Masterleaf wasted all of his ref money trying to get more turrets down. Tipsy's just going to run away from that. I think Tipsy can simply just wait for his spikes to generate more income. With 2 spike, that's 20 credit a second, so 10 seconds... So 15 seconds per squad, if I've done the maths correctly. He should be able to get a squad every... Yeah, because it's like... that should be right. So 15 seconds per squad. Whenever you try to do math on stream, like, you always make the dumbest mistakes. I promise I'm not a retard. Oh my god. Yeah. Masterleaf already playing the mind games or getting messed up with the mind games. Actually has an engineer there, going to be able to take a spike. Oh my god, does he have... no, actually, Tipsy took his spike back. Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy. He could actually... What Tipsy could do, right? He could just build 2 assimilators and just take Masterleaf's spikes, and that's it. Masterleaf's dead. He's got another assimilator. Oh my god, if Masterleaf has to 1 spike this is just going to be a nightmare. Yeah, Masterleaf calling the GG before he's actually planning on leaving the game. And look at this, Tipsy's going to get this spike. He's going to be at 30 credit a second, which means every 10 seconds he adds on a squad. That's 6 squads a minute, by the way. That's 6 squads a minute. He's basically won. Like, Masterleaf can't do anything about that. Even if Masterleaf gets this refinery down, yeah, which I think he realizes now, he's not going to get it down. Even if he got it down, what's he going to do? He's just going to lose the harvester to the disintegrators. And oh my god, what a crazy first game. And I think that's an intentional play. Obviously, it's an intentional play by Tipsy. But he's like, hey, it's the first game. I'm just going to throw this absolute curveball at him and shake Masterleaf. And Masterleaf, I think, is a little bit shaken. We'll have to see if that can, if that's going to affect the series or if he's going to recover. G1. It's only game 1. It is a best of 9. That's right. Tipz versus Masterleaf. Oh my god, a 5-minute game where it was an all-in with an MCV cell with Scrin. That's pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. Let's go update the scoreboard, and then we'll quickly go through. Oh man, Tipsy's won game 1. This is a disaster for Masterleaf. This could be the last we see of Masterleaf in this entire tournament, by the way. This could be the last. Now let's have a look at the where is it? Scores, map pool, tournament. Here we go, groups. This is the groups. Have a quick squiz at the groups. So Group A's, we're not really going to concentrate on that today. We'll have a look at that tomorrow. Today's about Group B, so Masterleaf is about to play his final game, and Tipsy, of course, who's sitting on the bottom, but he's only played 1 game, so this is by no means over. If you want to have a closer look at this, maybe just pause the stream, because I'm going to get back into the series pretty quickly, and then we'll have a bit more of a look after the series is complete. Okay, what do we got? Zocom versus Mock. Okay, so he's going to stick with Zocom versus Marked of Cain. And look at that, another Hampstead Gardens pick. Is that what's happening? I'm so proud. Players are actually favouring this map pretty hard in this tournament. Okay, looks like we're ready for game 2. Yeah. I think this is an intentional play from Tipsy to get into Masterleaf's head. He's like, absolutely all-in rush him in that first game. And that it throws Masterleaf off, right? Because he was expecting to do that airfield strategy and not having a hammerhead. Like, it would have been over if there was a hammerhead. Nonetheless, Masterleaf is starting in the top right-hand side of Hampstead Gardens. He is playing a Zocom. He's retaining the Zocom pick. And this man over here, Z plus Tipsy, which apparently is not his real name anymore. It's just Tipz. He's playing as the Marked of Cain. So he has switched to Marked of Cain in this series. He's probably going to show us a variety of factions. He's going to go straight for his 2 spikes. Obviously, have the nice safe spike there. And then the repositioned spike was placed over here next to this garrison. Used to be down on this low ground, but too many people complained about that. Well, there used to be a spike in the middle as well, but that was changed to a EMP control center just because it felt like Scrin maybe had too much of an edge because they could just use the spike as cover to get their buzzers up, and then they could get around and basically take that spike if they wanted to. It was still a little bit tricky. 2 scouts on the left flank, that's interesting. Not going to send 2 scouts or even 1 scout on the right flank for Leaf. No, he's just going straight down the middle. He's going to find a full health awakened squad. Is he going to run smack bang into that? Yes, he is. Is he going to lose that squad? Maybe. Yeah, he loses the whole squad. Tipsy will be happy with that. Just small victories, small victories. I'm not sure what he's going to be able to do, what he's going to do with this squad. Normally you'd see like a drafted squad with them, so he has like a double EMP, but not the case. Is he going for an airfield? No, he's not. He's going for a war factory. Tipsy, he looks like he's just going to go for an economic open here, so we've got a harvest to come out, and I think he's going for a refinery here, so this is going to be a economic open. Masterleaf uses his secondary scout to come through. He actually went for a pitbull, so look at that. He's gone for a pitbull. You can tell this game 1 had an impact, and it's had the impact that Tipsy wants, because now Masterleaf's gone for the pitbull scout because he just doesn't want to lose a second game super quick. But Tipsy, of course, has not done anything in regards to rushing. He's going to redeploy his MCV because he needs that power plant to come down. He's probably stalling on cash. 4 harvesters. Masterleaf just produced his 4th harvester then, obviously because the pitbull was produced. And Tipsy did not produce a Raider buggy. He looks like he's going for the EMP. I'm not sure if he actually did EMP then. We might have missed it, but yeah, he's going to come forward. I think this is just a stall. Is he going to EMP that tower? No, he's going to try to run from the tower. He should be able to get away from the tower just, but he might have taken too much hull damage there. He might, in fact, lose the Awakened squad. MCV for Tipsy almost at the expansion. Masterleaf's MCV not at the expansion. This could be a... Oh, he missed! How do you miss the MCV? I guess he fired it a little bit prematurely. They're maybe worried he was going to lose his scout before he lost it. It's actually a crane. I thought it was going to be like a comm center and a rig rush, but it is a crane build. That's interesting. So crane off 1 base. This pitbull, is he going to get... Oh no, he's not going to get the bike. He's going to lose the pitbull, unfortunately. He does have a scout here. Might want to move to the safety of the garrison. He's going to move that one across. What's over here? That's just the spike. We got buggy. Just eco coming out from Tipsy. So a couple of Raider buggies, 1 singular bike. Time to grow a strategy tree in the garden. But yeah, Tipsy's already got a ref down. Masterleaf does not have it. He's only got his ref halfway done now. He does have a crane. What's he doing with that? He might just be putting down like a double ref. Really awkward way to expand, but I don't know why he went for the crane build to do that. That just seems a little bit off, like it'd be more expensive. Yeah, Tipsy's just going to defend out these pitbulls, I guess. He put a hand and nod down. He got a couple of rocket squads, so I think he's going for a second ref. It might be a second war. Yeah, it's a second war factory, actually, so there you go. But Masterleaf, he's actually expanding again. This is the fastest 3rd expansion I've seen, or technically, I guess it's 2nd expansion. People always call this the 2nd expansion because the main base is usually just referred to as the 1st. But yeah, he's actually going to crane build. He's going to crane build his way to a 3rd base. That is greedy. That is really greedy. 2nd war factory comes down. Will redeploy. Is he gone far enough? I mean, Tipsy hasn't spotted this, I don't think. He hasn't spotted that Masterleaf... Yeah, no, he hasn't. He hasn't spotted that Masterleaf is being super greedy. This is the greediest build I've ever seen. Trying to go for a 3rd base this early. I mean, if he gets it, if you have 3 base economy early in the game, you can do like a mid-game push, which could be unstoppable. Bike buggy is going to meander around. He does have an EMP available to him, so might be looking to get an EMP off. Gets a single pitbull. That's nice, I guess. He's going to back up. Premature minefields come down. Maybe Leaf is worried that Tipsy will just run in and try to overrun his forces, which is a real possibility. He's going to get an APC. He's just going to harass the edges of these forces, and that's just annoying. Battle marker over there. Marcy's going to have to go back to his main base here. Tipsy decides not to commit. He backs out. He doesn't go up the ramp. I guess maybe he doesn't feel comfortable going up the ramp. He's going to find this minefield. He's going to get another APC kill. And another APC as well. He's just found a gap, and there's no AP ammo. And a decoy army comes in. Now, decoy army not that great against lots of APCs, but I mean, yeah, they're missing the decoys and stuff like that. He's going to run through. He's going to find this base. Wow, Tipsy is just running circles around Masterleaf. Harvester will be destroyed. There are Predator tanks here, so he's not doing too badly. He's actually killing a decent amount of Bite Buggy. He's going to work his way around, sells the comm center. APM was there's actually more Predator tanks over here, so maybe this isn't turning out too bad for him after all. That Harvester, if he can get that Harvester, that would be nice, but I think, oh, actually, no. He's expending a little bit too much now. That maybe wasn't the greatest for Tipz, because you're looking, hey, he drove through Masterleaf space, he sniped a bunch of APCs, but he only got one Harvester, and his Bite Buggy was thin pretty hard. And now Tipsy knows, of course, there's a third base with double ref. This is crazy. Yeah, this is going to be a hardcore tier 1 spam. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Shatterers, although he did sell the comm center. So he just got that for AP ammo. Click comes down. What's the Click going to do? Masterleaf has 3 bases. Oh my god. Tipsy would have gone for the Click, and he's like, oh well, that's going to be pretty useless. I mean, he might as well use it, but I mean, that's going to do nothing to Masterleaf's economy, because again, he's already got so much economy that that's really just a blip on the graphs, even if that. Gonna call in C-Type. He's going for avatars. He's got supercharged particle, which is nice. Masterleaf is going to push the attack. He does have compo. I'm surprised there's not as much infantry here as he's got. Yeah, he doesn't quite have enough, does he? I would have liked to have seen a lot more rocket squads, especially against these avatars. The avatars are not going to enjoy. Oh my god, he's actually got an MCV here. Tipsy is double MCV. He's double MCV now. Masterleaf is Zocom. He doesn't have Juggernauts, which means he will have to fight this in a stand-up fight. There are Predator tanks here. The Predator tanks are going to try to go for the Shredder turrets. But, I mean, the Shredder turrets will be able to thin the infantry out pretty well. He's going to take out the Hand and Nod. The Hand and Nod is destroyed. Is he going to go for the MCV, though? Or is he going to just try to clean the Shredder turrets up? He's just firing haphazardly, gets a single Shredder turret. The avatars are coming up behind this battle marker here. The bikes are going into the back of the base. There is some rocket harvesters. Rocket harvesters can defend themselves a little bit. The MCV is still in decent... Actually, no, the MCV is actually starting to lose quite a bit of health. The laser field is gone, and there's a lot of Predator tanks. Masterleaf needs to focus. He needs to focus that down right now. Harvester was destroyed by Buggy, making its way through the back of the base. Tipsy loses the MCV. Critical play there for Masterleaf. He needed to get rid of that MCV. That's huge. Might want to clean up Shredder turrets and then just go for the avatars here. Bite Buggy moving back through. There's a lot of towers dealing with those right now. They are pretty much cleaned up. The avatars are now being surrounded. There's too many Predator tanks here. Oh, they have to retreat, which means they're just going to get shot in the back. Oh man, it would have been better just to fight that out, I think, with that. This avatar might be able to get away, but the other two, certainly not. He got rid of one of the husks. The other husk is still there for the taking. Battle markers up here. A few units just running through, and the Bite Buggy is being dealt with. Tibcore is done, but I mean, look, he only got one harvester on the expansion. I think there's still 4 harvesters there. 2 more harvesters for some reason didn't go here. Actually, Masterleaf's got a lot of, again, still has a lot of economy, and he's coming over to Tipsy's third base. Oh my god, he's actually pulling this game back, I think, because Tipsy looked like he was doing pretty well, but somehow Masterleaf has persisted. This is purely because of the economic advantage. I guess he doesn't want to take that. I think maybe he could take that. He's going to try to go for that avatar. Doesn't get... Oh, here comes the EMP draft. I was going to say, EMP draft is there. Moves forward. There's some hull damage on those avatars, but Masterleaf decides to back out. It is really difficult to use the Zocom infantry when there's supercharged particle beams around, but Zocom infantry, if it was in enough numbers, he would be okay. Something got blown to bits there, and I think it was the avatar husk. He actually destroyed the husk. Not looking at his base is right here though, right? He could have taken it. And now he's going for pit bulls. He's going to spam pit bulls. He's got 3 war factories. Yes, sitting on 3 war factories. I would like him to take the EMP control center. This is a really good time to take the EMP control center if I was Masterleaf. Oh, there's stealth tanks. Oh, he spots the stealth tanks though. He knows about them. They're not going to get into his field. He's going to start taking out these singular pit bulls. But I mean, Masterleaf now knows about them, so he should be preparing. Again, he was spamming pit bulls. These pit bulls are coming down here. Maybe mortar upgrade would have been nice. Get into the back of Tipsy's base. The tech center is quite vulnerable. Obelisk has to come down, but I mean, realistically, it probably would have been better just to get the supercharged shredders. Here's the mortar as well. This is what I'm talking about. He's just going to try to mortar down the... Oh, look at that. He loses power as well. He's going to try to mortar that down. There's something else happening on the far field. Gets rid of that one. Looks like he's going to go in. Does he get... He gets a stealth tank. Stealth tank is destroyed. Meanwhile, this attack is going to come down here, find that avatar. He is going to try to go for the tech center. This is going to be a huge blow if he loses the tech center, which he will lose the tech center. That's down, which means no more avatars, no more obelisks. There's only a single avatar here. And I mean, at the end of the day, the supercharged particles will not be able to get rid of like too many predator tanks. Gets rid of the husk. He's going to get rid of another avatar. There's a third one back here as well, but again, harvesters are now under attack. This attack is still ongoing, actually. Tipsy has to deal with this attack. He's getting stabbed in the back. I think he lost his tier 2 as well. He might have lost his tier 2. This attack's still ongoing. He's going to get... Where'd that last avatar go? I think the last avatar has fallen. Yeah, it goes down now, and he can just start taking out these harvesters. He will get 2 harvesters. There's a Sonic emitter there, which means Masterleaf has an MCV, and he has a tech center. I think Tipsy's called it. His expansion is shut down. He's lost his tech center. He's backed into a corner, and just like that, Masterleaf stabs one back, and he's going to even the series. He needed that one as well. You definitely don't want to let Tipsy go 2-0 up. But look at that, you can see the economic edge there. I mean, Masterleaf was just tearing away with it. Kill death ratio was obviously very low, you know, but again, 100, he got a lot extra. It wasn't even that much extra, like 14, 15,000. It's not that much. I really should have cleaned out my replays. No, there's way too many here. What are we looking at? Tipz versus Masterleaf. It's right down the bottom. That's going to be easy to find. Okay. Again, I will release the replays at some point. People can get them from the other casters and things like that. Oh, yeah, the crane somehow paid off. Oh, this Jodal guy keeps getting in the way. Yeah. Keeps interfering with our game there. But Masterleaf, he's done it. He's pulled one back. Let's update the scoreboard. So Tips's pick. Just going to blow my nose. Oh my god. I need to try to clear that in my nose. Hang on. Hope I was far away from the mic, you couldn't hear that. Tipz wants this map. I guess Tipz happy. He must have picked it before I joined the room. Black canned. So Tipsy really just shaking things up here. He's going to go black canned. Let's update the scoreboard. Alright, here we go. I thought the game was over. Don't understand why Zocom, blah blah, Greasy. Wasn't Shock Trapper mostly screen player? I think Shock Trapper historically was a non-player. He has played a lot of GDI though. Yeah, there's a lot of people with similar names like Shock Trapper, Shocktopus, and Shock Treatment. But starting on the east side of Tournament Highlands, it is Masterleaf. He pulled it back in that second game. This series, ladies and gentlemen, might be tighter than you think it's going to be. Tipsy is on the west side playing as Blackhand this time. But yeah, Tipsy has been, he's like Bart Jones. He's been playing a lot of Kane's Wrath, probably more than all the other players except for maybe Bart Jones. So that's actually showing a few dividends here, because I didn't mind how Tipsy did against Crush. Again, really unlucky not to take more games off Crush, especially that first one. He only ended up taking 1 game off of him, but it could have been 2 or maybe even 3. So, and this is only the second time we've seen Tipsy in the tournament. So I think Masterleaf is again in very big trouble or very big danger of underestimating Tipsy's strength in this series. And I mean, even in that second game where Tipsy did lose, he was still, playing quite well. Masterleaf was being very wasteful, or not wasteful, but his strategy was a lot of low tier and just to take the map. And eventually, if Masterleaf didn't win on that last push, he would have been in trouble because he would have exhausted so much more Tiberian than Tipsy would have. And if Tipsy stabilizes, he would end up being more cost effective. But we are going to have an airfield push here. It's going to be double engineer. I think he's going for Orcas as well. It could be a Hammerhead. We'll have to wait and see. He's almost certainly going for a War Factory. No, not just yet. He's not going for a War Factory, not unless it's paused. If you do pause the construction, it actually disappears from the bar. What was that? No, it is. It's a Hammerhead. He's going to go 2 Hammerheads. Oh my god, this is expensive. The Raider Buggy is not going to come in and see this because it's trying to deal with that Scout. Doesn't get the Scout. Oh, this is fantastic because this delays Tipsy's Scout, right, a long time. He would have already seen it by now, but unfortunately he hasn't. He's going to drive to the Spike, which is probably a good idea, unless he has like a Grenadier squad. It's probably... No, he doesn't have a Grenadier squad, which means he's going to have to try to take this. This is going to be awkward because the Raider Buggy is there. No, actually, sorry, he does have these Hammerheads. The Hammerheads are going to be able to deal with it. Now, the question is, though, Is he going to land? Oh my god, he has to turn around. He doesn't get the Raider buggy. That could be a big deal. He's going to drop the engineer out. He's going to use the spike as cover. He's going to get to the spike. It's going to be tight. He will get to the spike. So that one is going to be captured. Oh no, I guess maybe he didn't realize that Tipsy went for a second Raider buggy there, because he was expecting the first Raider buggy was going back to base. He does kill the Raider buggy, but I mean, the engineer's dead. If Masterleaf got 4 spike, that would have been fantastic now, just to make sure he did actually secure that 3rd spike. Players color too similar. Yeah, we've got blue versus purple, although it's going to be Zocom versus Black Cam. He wants to get outside the range of... Oh my god, Tipsy accidentally force fires the ground. Not necessary to use a force fire. Oh my god, Masterleaf needs to be careful, right? He's going to get that bike. I mean, he can pick bike. He's going to have to go back for repairs. This is not going to work right now. That one hammerhead's so badly damaged. He kept the airfield. Just go back and get repairs, because they're both in the red now. One's in the orange, but the other's in the red, yeah. And these buggy, it's just too difficult for the hammerheads to deal with the buggies. Yeah, they can probably snipe off a couple of bikes, but Tipsy knows now that Masterleaf's going to be pretty weak on the ground, so he's going to run straight across the map. And Masterleaf doesn't have that much. He's got 3 harvesters. Yes, they do have rockets on them, but yeah, he's going to have to put that watchtower down. He needs to try to single out the bikes. There's actually a Predator tank here. That's just really annoying, because Tipsy only has 5 bikes, and that Predator tank can be microed around a little bit. Battle marker over there, it's nothing. He's just having a look and see what's going on. The hammerheads need to make sure, it's absolutely critical right now, that they do not get destroyed. Masterleaf can't make one single mistake with these hammerheads. If he does, it's all over. He's going to get maybe a bike. He's taken some hull damage to that Predator tank, but again, he's just pulled it back. I'm surprised he hasn't actually got a bike yet. This is crazy. Look at a little bit of hull damage. That bike's really badly damaged. Somehow that's actually absorbed maybe 2 rockets. I'm not sure how. Maybe it was hit by something else. But yeah, these hammerheads still just kiting around. He's going to get that bike for sure. There's a second Predator tank, a 3rd Predator tank out now. And he's got 3, 4. He's only got 4 harvesters though. He doesn't have 5 harvesters. Tipsy, meanwhile, has got 5 harvesters. He's got a 2 on the expansion. Oh my god, Tipsy could just take... He's got those 2 war factories. Tipsy could just start looking at taking the blue Tiberium field. Now remember, he is Blackhand, which means he does not have stealth harvesters, which means he hasn't noticed that the hammerheads got around him, and they're actually going to start attacking harvesters. The bite buggy has to come back to base. There is some bite buggy here. Masterleaf needs to be careful. Oh my god, he's going to get he's going to take some hull damage here, and he's going to chase them down. Unfortunately, they're overlapping. Is he going to get one? He will get one. Does he get another bike? No, he doesn't. I think they're going to get trapped. No, Tipsy did not cut them off. He instead went back to base with his main force. Yeah, I don't know, like, where are we at though? We've got 1, 2, we've got 5 and 2 for Masterleaf. He's just about to put down a ref. It's a little bit too far away. He's got 2. It's just a little bit too far away, right? Like, I don't like that. It's just, it's going to have an impact. Meanwhile, Tipsy just put his second ref down. He's actually got 1. Did he send both harvesters? No, he sent 1 harvester there. Did he send another harvester to the bottom field? I'm not sure. Surely he had another harvester there. Must have gone back to his main or something. Yeah, I think he's sent it back for repairs. Meanwhile, he's going to cover his attempt at getting the blue Tiberium. He should be able to secure that just fine. Now, Masterleaf is still rocking triple spike, so that's something to keep an eye on. There is 1 hammerhead. That hammerhead now is almost certainly going to be destroyed. No, he moved way too late. The Predator tank was destroyed as well. So I think maybe he's going to be looking to sell out this airfield. Something we haven't seen too much by the Zocom players, even though Zocom hasn't been picked that much, is ceramic armor aircraft. We got Bike Rush. We have Bike Rush in the stream. Bike Rush is here. Get ready. Get ready for him to start commentating by text. But yeah, a lot of Preds coming out now. Masterleaf is definitely base locked now. This is good for Tipz in the fact that he can sort of do whatever he wants. His Bloodhounds are going to get attacked. Can he land the Bloodhounds? No, he doesn't quite get the APC down. He will get the rest of it down. Predator tank is here. Should be able to clean up a little bit, or at least force these guys back. But yeah, like I said, Tipsy now, the ball is in his court because he has total map control right now. And he's using it to take blue Tiberium. He's not taking the blue on the bottom, which I would really like him to do. And now he's going to move to the middle. He's going for infantry. I think he's going to go into full-on man spam. Yeah, he's going to find these 2 Predator tanks. He can overrun them. You can see he's going straight for them. He's like, all right, cool. You can't actually, you can't do too much about this. He is going to lose some bikes. So, I mean, it is going to cost him a couple of bikes just to get rid of them. But I don't think he's going to be able to outflank me. There's too many Predator tanks here. He's going to find this Pred that's by itself, and he's going to snipe it off. Masterleaf needs to be careful not to be losing too many Predators like this, because this is what the bike buggy is looking for. Did he get a heroic bike? I thought I saw something go heroic then. No, maybe that unit just died or whatnot. Oh my god, I was going to say, did he get the MCV? No, he didn't get the MCV. I think maybe he got, it wouldn't have been a harvester, would it? I don't think so. Bite Buggy comes in, there's a shatter attack there. Oh my god, Masterleaf has to redeploy. He's got to redeploy that. Meanwhile, that harvester will actually escape. Tipsy micros it back. He's just going to go straight in now. This is the advantage of the rocket harvesters from Zocom. They can actually fight back. Does get the harvester just in time. Oh my god, that's not good at all. There's too many shatter attacks here, and they will just shred through the last of the Bite Buggy. Don't think he's going to get that shatter attack. No, he's not going to get it at all. He's got a few units over here, but this is the thing. He's now going into the hardcore man spam, and the problem with shatterers is they will not kill the Disciple squad. They really just struggle to kill the Disciple squad. He gets another harvester though. AP ammo is done. He might have to go. You know what I wouldn't mind seeing? Maybe Sniper Team Shatterer. Maybe Sniper Team Shatterer. Going to send that back to work now. I did watch a game versus Masterleaf where he did spam Sniper Teams versus Black Hand, and he made it to work, but it's not going to be the best. These Predator tanks need to get out of there. They could go back and start camping this field. Tipsy obviously at some stage withdrew the harvester. But my concern is that, yeah, there's just nothing to deal with the Disciple squad, and what's going to happen is that the Shadows will just continually shoot at the same squad over and over and over again because they won't be able to kill the Disciple, and they'll kill the rest of the infantry just fine. But yeah, Tipsy doesn't quite have as much as I think he does. He hasn't taken much of his expansion field. Masterleaf's taken a lot more of his expansion field. What is Masterleaf's plan? Is it going to be sniper teams? I think it's going to be sniper teams unless he's got a tech center. Might be seeing maybe a commando. No, a couple of ABCs there. Yeah, look at all the shredder turrets come up. He's obviously concerned maybe there are sniper teams coming. There are. He's going to spam triple barrack sniper teams, so he's actually going to do this sniper shatterer push. Now, he needs to do it before Tipsy gets tech down, because if Tipsy gets tech down, he's going to start putting obelisks down. And I mean, technically, Masterleaf can overrun a small amount of obelisks, but still, it's something you don't want to have to deal with. A lot of blue cheddar there. He's going to move forward now. He's got sniper teams running into the tip field, which is not the best situation, but I mean, this is the thing. Sniper teams are going to start working on this army here. This is going to be pretty intense. I'm not sure how this is going to go down. The shatter tanks, though, are going to kill a lot of the rocket squads here. All the decoy army just gets one shot, and the sniper teams from the back are actually making it happen. There's actually a blue flame tank, but it will go straight into that shatterer fire. Tech is down now, but you know what? He's got enough. He can just basically one-shot that down with the shatter attacks, and Tipsy is in a little bit of trouble now. He's got charged particle beam, and he uses the overload blast, although he somehow manages to miss the obelisk quite a few times. Loses one more shatterer because of that, and that's important. Sniper teams will back up, and this is the problem. Is he going for another shatterer? No, I think he's got it. Yeah, no, sorry, he's got another obelisk down. Battle markers up there. There's a blue flame tank on the bottom of the map. Nothing happening on the bottom. Sorry, the top of the map. But yeah, Marcy needs to be careful. He's not sniped. He's going to find more man spam over here. It's a little bit vulnerable. The sniper teams can start working on it. Yeah, again, they will one-shot the rockets and the cabals, but they have to two-shot the what do you call it, the disciples on the front. Battle markers over here. A couple of predator tanks. They might have to go back to base because there is a blue flame tank here. Tipsy taking the blue Tiberium. There's another blue flame tank. There is some infantry here. What's going on over there? Massive, is he not pushing? No. Oh, this is the thing. There's avatars here. Sorry, purifiers. Quite a few of those units coming up. He is going to maybe be able to take out this blue flame tank at some stage. Yeah, the APCs should be able to dispatch that. He's going to get rid of it. The harvesters actually managed to dispatch, with the help of the infantry, that flame tank on the bottom. But this is the problem for Masterleaf, right? He doesn't have juggernauts. He doesn't have his aircraft upgrades, which means he's going to have to directly engage the obelisk. He might just be worth going for a Marv right now. Marv would be fantastic right now, but he doesn't have one. Yeah, the infantry now is borderline useless for Tipsy. There's just too many. Oh, he needs to watch out. Oh, one shredder drop, and he kills quite a number of sniper teams. But the infantry now all completely obliterated there. And just purifiers, yeah, they're just going to be a problem, right, aren't they? He's going to get that obelisk. That's great. He's got 5. He's actually force firing the ground. He needs to maybe force fire the purifier. Yeah, rear armor will take a lot of damage. He's got some forces here. Just remember, Masterleaf does have the overload beam available to him. He's going to move forward. The Redeemer is here, though, so the Redeemer is out. Is he going to use the overload beam? He needs to get... Oh, he loses one more Shatterer tank before getting rid of that obelisk. And this is the thing. Is this sustainable? Is this sustainable? Big rage gen, by the way. Oh my god, that Shatterer tank just starts shooting. Yeah, oh my god, that's pretty bad, yeah. Quite a few units going down there. This is a problem. We got the Tib Chem plant. Yeah, Masterleaf's in trouble. Oh my god, he is in trouble. I don't think he's caused enough damage just yet. He's going to have to go forward. Tib Vane. Oh my god. Tib Vane's going to come in. All the infantry are going to be destroyed. Masterleaf's going to have to back up. I would have liked to have seen him go for a Marv. GG. That's the thing. There's no Marv here. And the Purifying Flame on the Purifies. Masterleaf. Masterleaf's in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. He's in trouble. Oh my god. Bicrush is just sitting here going, oh man, I'm not going to have to worry about Masterleaf again. Things are not looking good. This is going to be a tight series, I think. If we look at the resources, Tipsy was just ahead. I mean, Masterleaf did pull it back. It would have been better if he had the 4th spike. That's for sure. Kill death ratio was pretty good, but the economy is pretty similar, maybe for 13,000 in favor of Tipsy, so not a big difference. But yeah, the first 3 games, you just feel that Tipsy's really pushing Masterleaf hard. Like, he's really pushing him. And right now, Tipsy's coming out ahead. Tipsy just looks like the stronger player, right? Even in that map that Leaf won, it's just still looked really good for Tipsy. We'll update the scoreboard. I think Tipsy needs just 2 minutes. So what we'll do, we'll have a look at the full results while we're doing that. So this is the full results as at the end of the last stream. So you can see that this is not actually the group stage. This is just the game results. But you can see we are going to be filling in 3 matches from Group B this weekend and 1 from Group A. And then things will be pretty even. We'll go into the last stretch of the group stages and you can really see everything starting to take shape here. Yeah, the biggest thing is percentage-wise. If we have a look at the percentage graph, where is it? Yeah, look at this. Masterleaf's only on a 38.1%. So if he loses versus Tipsy, again, Senna literally just needs, I mean, actually no, if Masterleaf loses, even Tipsy is in the running to take his spot. So it's going to come down to percentage. It's going to be hard to say. Like, if Futurama loses versus Tipsy, like, that's just nightmare mode. Masterleaf is in actually a nightmare situation and things are getting worse. Things are getting worse for Masterleaf here. Nod versus Zocom. Let's have a look here. He's going to stick with Zocom as well. I think Masterleaf needs to start, like, he needs to just go in and he needs to win. That's for sure. He just needs to go in and, well, obviously he needs to win, but let me do a quick sound check. It's just the game results, but looking pretty good. Tipsy just unXs there. Yeah, I would have liked to see Masterleaf, once he was at the middle field and doing that first push, I would have liked him to go for a Marv, because it just would have been way more reliable, right? And he could have repaired it with the front war factories, and he could have just stabilized and Marvised it at the same time. I think he's stuck with the low tier for too long. But Tipsy is on the west side here of Tiberium Rift. This was Masterleaf's back pick. Tipsy has stuck with Blackhand. He did stick with Blackhand. No, he actually went Nod, sorry. So it is Nod, and Masterleaf is over here. He's playing as Zocom. He's sticking with Zocom. Zocom has a really low win rate. Just going to check. I did put Nod up. Yes, I did put Nod there. And yeah, this is the thing. This is the thing. Masterleaf is in trouble because Tipsy is challenging hard. He's ahead in the series for the 2nd time. Oh man, like it just feels like Tipsy is playing quite strong right now. He's playing quite strong. The question is Masterleaf going to do another airfield open? If he does another one, it'll be the 3rd time this series. We're only in game 4. Yeah, no, he's going for a war factory this time, so he's not going to, I mean, you can go airfield on this map, but you got to remember it's quite a long map. Like, it's quite a long way to get to the enemy, so if you're rushing with Orcas, obviously it's not as good. You know, you generally want the enemy player to be a little bit closer. Tipsy puts down a war factory. He's going to go straight for a Raider scout here, because if you look at the map, oh my god, both sides went for just 1 squad. So yeah, Tipsy obviously just building 1 militant, realizing that militants are not very good, especially against GDI. He's just gone for the Raider open because he wants to check, is Masterleaf doing an airfield open? Because Tipsy knows, he knows that Masterleaf likes to do it. He's done it twice in the series so far, and he just wants to make sure that he's not going to get rushed. He's not going to lose a quick game. Tipsy is playing for keeps. He's playing for all the marbles right now. If Tipsy wins this game, he's done. It's his first step. It'll be his first steps towards qualifying for the finals. Because again, this is only Tipsy's second match in the group stages. He's got 2 more, one of which will be right after this one. So he's got a double header. We will give him a short break though. But yeah, Masterleaf, this is it. This is it. This could be the last time you see Masterleaf in the Kane's Wrath Extended Series 2025. He basically has to win. Yeah, I don't think a loss here is going to cut it. You know, his percentage I don't think is that fantastic. He's in great danger of both Tipsy and Senna taking his position. Does get some nice hull damage on the MCV. That's nice. That's a lot of money's worth of damage because you remember it's a $3,500 piece of equipment, and that's like over $1,000 worth of damage there on there right now. So you know, it sort of adds up, and it makes the MCV obviously weaker later on if there were to be like a push of some type. MCV is obviously really difficult to take out. Future probably too strong. Tipsy is going to be on fire against Futurama after this as well. Yeah, Tipsy plays Futurama after this, and I mean Tipsy, yeah, if he continues this on, maybe even Futurama will not expect this. So it's good. If Tipsy wins this, then I don't know who wins Tipsy Futurama, because yeah, that's going to be intense. That's going to be pretty intense. He is going to start just picking at this Raider bug here. Nothing's particularly special happening. Tipsy just doing a stock eco. I think he's playing for the late game. He might be perhaps thinking of playing a stealth nod strategy. That's always quite strong, especially on the big maps where you get stealth tanks out. It's hard to defend stealth tanks on larger maps because if they rock up in a location you're not expecting them, sometimes help is quite far away. He's just going to be annoying and pick at that. Pick at the harvester. With the war factory there's really not much point staying put. I mean, the Pitbull's actually not going to get away either. We've got a battle marker over here. It is going to be a bike scout. There you go, scouting with a bike. People do it. Double ref down for Masterleaf. He is not, for once in his life, he's not neglected. Oh my god, he just moved all of his harvesters. That was silly. Yeah, he needs to get that other one back to base. He obviously has made a mistake. Maybe a bit jumpy. You can see all of his harvesters did move then. So this is what happens to me as well. Like harvesters getting caught in a smart select. I swear they've changed it. I swear they've changed it because the amount of times I've seen all my harvesters driving around my forces, which should be impossible because of the way the game's coded. But it's just Masterleaf changes, just undocumented changes. These Pitbulls unfortunately going to go straight into these Scorpion tanks. Oh my god. And Tipsy's like, yeah, no worries. Masterleaf may be losing the plot a bit here. And again, I was talking to Bike Rush about this before, and the fact that a lot of the time Masterleaf just defeats himself. You know, he defeats himself. Tipsy's going to spot the airfield as well, I think. He's going to spot the crane. Yeah, almost certainly would have seen that airfield, I think. Yeah, yes, he spotted it. He knows it's coming, so he knows he needs to provide some type of anti-air for his tank force. He's taking Blue Tiberium as well under the cover of stealth. That harvester should be fine. Tier 2 is down for Tipsy, maybe working on his Tier 3. Still more Scorp tanks coming out, but again, he must be wary. It's actually a double airfield. Does he have ceramic armor? I think maybe he's going for it. It's going to be hammerheads. This is going to be quite good against this many Scorpion tanks, so long as he can get enough hammerheads up. Hammerheads obviously take some time to kill Scorpion tanks, but in the long run they'll work out better. Yeah, I mean the entire tournament, look at that, he's actually trying to get around and he's just running into more tanks. The entire tournament we have definitely seen probably more upsets than we were expecting. Like, you're always going to get an upset in Kane's Wrath, it's always going to happen, but a lot more shocking results, especially with how well like Bart Jones has been doing, how poorly Drive did. Drive again is out of practice though, and Nash as well. Nash even had a lot of trouble. I thought he was going to be quite good, but he dropped to Shock Trapper. Not that Shock Trapper's obviously bad. Shock Trapper's quite good. I expect Shock Trapper to get into the finals. Masterleaf going to lose that harvester. One more shot, loses, it goes down. He's got these hammerheads here. They do have AP ammo. He has got quite a number of hammerheads now, but I just fear that Tib Core stealth tanks are going to be coming out. We have Dozer Blades. Might even go for laser venoms. Yeah, he's going for laser venom, so he's not going for the stealth tanks just yet. He's just continuing to produce these units, and oh, look at that, gets a couple of tanks with the hammerhead. Ceramic armor is done. One of the most powerful upgrades in the game. It makes these hammerheads extremely difficult to kill. Battle marker up there. A few units, nothing much. Masterleaf needs to make sure he stops any type of base push, because that's really really damaging to a Zocom player. What's happening back here? A few Pitbulls are going to make their way in. Tipsy will pull that Harvester back, and he's going to save it. The Pitbulls will have to back out, so eventually some Pitbulls got in, but they will be repelled. They're not even going to pull back all the way. What's happening over here? Oh my god, the Venoms have found. The Venoms have found the Hammerheads. There is some Pitbulls here. It's enough to push the Venoms back, but again, Lasers is done to... It doesn't have a ground army to deal with that. I mean, the thing is, once the Venoms clear the air, the Venoms should be going with those Scorp tanks, because if he sends them in at the same time, he basically just wins. Marcy's not going to hold that. Marcy doesn't have much at all. I'm actually shocked. He's got Mammoth. He's going for Mammoth tanks. He doesn't get railguns. He needs a Sonic emitter. He needs one now. He's going to have to back off. The Venoms are just going to come in and take this out, and there's nothing on the ground. He needs the Hammerheads to take out the Scorp tanks, but he can't because there's too many Venoms. Another battle marker down here. Stealth tank is destroyed by a Mammoth tank. Oh my god, didn't see that coming. MCV's under attack. The Marv is... Oh my god, he put the Reclamator hub right. He's in so much trouble. He's in so much trouble. He's losing more Hammerheads. He needs to try to... Oh my god, Tipsy needs to spread the Venoms. Oh my god, that could have been a disaster. If he lost all of his Venoms then, that would have been an absolute disaster. A single Mammoth tank. Oh my god, it's all falling apart here for Marcy. There's so many units here. There are so many units here. And yeah, this is a broken base. It's a GG. I don't know what Masterleaf was doing in that game, but it wasn't good. I mean, why play Zocom? Why not just play GDI if that's the strategy you're going to do? Oh man. Masterleaf. He's crashing and burning. He's not going to make the finals. I mean, obviously, we can't call the series just yet, but still, that was not a good game from Masterleaf. Like, I don't know what he was doing in that game, but it was just a mismatch. God, this guy, oh my god. Damn. This guy, he's changed his serial name, so he's trying to smurf as me. He's just getting in the way and being annoying. God damn, I'm going to quickly call Masterleaf because this is obviously not good. Oh, come on. You can't really fall for that. Ah. That's really annoying. So what you can do in network mode, you can actually change your name. And of course, then he's just trying to push his way into the tournament. All right, let me just recalculate. Zocom and Nod, still the same. Steel Talons. He switched to Steel Talons. I wouldn't say Leaf's playing creative. He's just not doing... He just didn't do much in that last game. He built some Pitbulls. He built some Hammerheads. That's really all he did. Oh, I didn't finish my coffee. He just wants to go back to doing patch. Well, He's going to be going back pretty quickly the way things are going. What a shocking result if Masterleaf doesn't make the final. Imagine he ends his group 3-1. No one would have seen that coming. And again, if he does not win this series, this is going to be a tournament where Masterleaf has defeated himself. But the series rolls on. We're now in game number 5. Tipsy is starting to build a lead, and this man starting on the east side, Masterleaf, and you definitely can zoom in more on this map than you can on others, is sticking... No, sorry, he switched to Steel Talons. The first time in the series he's decided to change it up. It took him till game 5. Meanwhile, Tipsy must be feeling pretty good. He's got a bit of a stranglehold on Masterleaf, especially with how demanding or dominating he was in that last game. Leaf on the source again. Yeah, I think Leaf, again, he just gets in his own head, and he does some crazy strategies. And don't get me wrong, a lot of his strategies are really powerful, and he wins a lot of games, but sometimes he just doesn't pull them off very well. And then he gets all sad that it's like, oh, this strategy never works, even though it does. But that's the problem with Masterleaf, I think, is that everyone expects him to do something crazy, and then it makes him a bit too predictable. You know, he should be the most unpredictable player in the game, really, because he can do so many different strategies. I think he just repeats the same ones too many times in a row before he changes them. Like, for example, with the Rig Rush, where he did like 500 games in a row of Rig Rush and then complained that people were countering it too well. And it's like, yeah, because you did it every single game. If you did it one every like 5 games, you'd literally win every single time because it's quite powerful. Yeah, talking himself into a loss. Yeah. Looks like he's going to go for an eco build. No MRTs coming out. No flame tanks coming out. So we are going to see an eco open from these plays. Now, I do like Steel Talons versus Blackhand almost as much as I like GDI versus Blackhand. I just think it's a good matchup. You know, it's very entertaining, especially since I usually play on the GDI side. And again, love playing against Blackhand because there are no aircraft and there's no stealth, so I just think it's that much easier. Yes, obviously Blackhand have some things you need to watch out for, like the brutally powerful man spam, which can just walk over pretty much anything, and then you have to watch out for blue flame and stuff like that. They got some late game upgrades as well. But yeah, Bart Jones joins the chat. Yeah, he's not even trolling anymore because, again, the last game, he just didn't do, like, a strong open. Like, he sort of didn't really do anything, right? Again, he built a handful of pitbulls and a handful of hammerheads, and that was basically all she wrote, you know, and he just got overrun as soon as Tipsy attacked in force. He just got crushed. We're going to see this MRT open. I do like the use of MRTs in this tournament. A lot of people are using the MRTs, and the extra pitbulls they just add on. It's got really good longevity because it's really difficult. It's actually going to find, oh my god, Tipsy sent out a harvester here. A completely undefended harvester. Oh wow, are you serious? He doesn't have any ground units over here? No, he's going to lose that harvester. As soon as it goes into heavy damage mode, the APCs will catch up to it. Or the MRTs, sorry. Yeah, he's going to get this harvester. Didn't actually get much blue Tipz, so very little Tiberium will be destroyed. Has to pull back another harvester here. Tipsy doesn't look like he was ready for this. Yeah, it's just a Cabal squad over there, yeah. Pulls back another harvester. He's going to chase it to the war factory, but he should be able to get that to safety. Scorp tank here now. Another Scorp tank coming in. He's got to watch out because, of course, the MRTs can repair the pitbulls, and at the end of the day, Scorp tanks don't do that much damage. He's actually going to lose a Scorp tank there. That's quite nice. He's even got the Foxhole to clean up the Cabal squads. I think he's got a Rifleman squad. He's got a Rifle squad inside that MRT as well. That MRT takes a little bit of hull damage. Will repair up. Tipsy just a little bit... yeah, his defense is a little bit shaky, but nonetheless, Masterleaf's going to back out. He's just going to wait for these to repair up, and then I think almost certainly he's just going to go straight back in, maybe try to snipe down a tank or two. The Shredder turret is purely there to just draw fire, just in case Tipsy wants to go forward and try to overrun him. Not going to clean it. Oh, he finally cleans up that squad. Tier 2 comes down. He's going to spot the Tier 2. Is Masterleaf taking the blue Tiberium behind it? No, he's not. He's only got 4 pitbulls and 2 MRTs. I mean, it's not that expensive of a force, and it's just keeping Tipsy on his toes. Tipsy is going to try to come out to meet this, but I think, you know, with the speed advantage and the fact that the MRTs in the retreat, they can drop minefields down, Actually a Titan there, but these two tanks will find it. Tipsy though may not notice this. I don't think he's noticed it. One tank will continue to chase here. The other tank's been recalled as well. Oh my god, he's gonna get the harvester. He got so close. He got close. The Pitbulls and the MRTs will fall back. There's a Raider buggy here. Tipz may have forgotten about that. No, he manages to pull it back just in time. Couple of Wolverines here. Actually, he's not going for AP ammo, and this happens a lot because when you put the comm center down, we saw it before, it was on low power, so you can't actually start anything on it when it's in low power. So he's powered back up, and then he's simply forgotten to start the upgrade. So Masterleaf, yeah, just in a bit of trouble there. He's going to need to get that done. So he's completely blind forgotten. He's got Orcas. I mean, almost certainly he's intended to get the upgrade. I guess the Orcas are for a bit of harvester harassment. Eventually he'll realise, actually these guys are getting spotted as well by the Cabals. He is going to take the blue Tiberium. That's good. That's a good move by Masterleaf. Things just not looking too bad. I mean, he's actually switched out of Scorpions into Bite Buggy. So the Orca's not going to be that crash hot. There's some SAM turrets already guarding this whole area. Masterleaf's going to send in the Orca strike. That's mainly just to get vision. He's going to have a look. I would like him to call it on the start, the opening of the ref, at least maybe get some harvester damage here. He's going to move out. Masterleaf's surprised he didn't try to take the tower. He's the type of player who will get the tower mid-game. But he's going to send his Pitbulls up here, and Tipsy decides, you know what, maybe not going to engage there. MRTs are responding as well. I think, oh my god, he still hasn't noticed that there's no AP ammo. Like, I understand he doesn't have many AP ammo units right now, but he's against Blackhand, and it's literally GDI's best upgrade. And now this force is going to come through. It's going to be Bike, Buggy, Scorp. That might be a bit tricky. And there's actually a lot of his forces are up the top. Orcas will come in. They do get some kills. They are sniping off some tanks, and that's very nice. The Bike Buggy just separated, and the Bike Buggy is going to try to go in. He's got more units. He's got a Mammoth tank, so maybe, I don't know, surely he couldn't have bypassed AP ammo to get these. He's almost certainly at the point now where you're like, hang on a second. Where is the AP ammo? These Orcas going to try to go around, and the Bike Buggy decides, no, we need to get out of there. And oh my god, he just drives across the face of this army, so he's going to lose more forces there. It's a bit unfortunate. Railguns is done. Railguns is done. He finally gets AP ammo done. He's starting it now. I think he realizes he's going for adaptive armor. Now, this is actually going to be okay because Tipsy did not go for a massive amount of man spam. Actually, hasn't gone for any infantry at all, so the lack of AP ammo is not going to hurt him at the moment. 3 Titans there, that's a bit annoying. He's got Tib Core, but against railguns, he's actually going to run into this base. Oh my god, I would have liked to see the Wolverines on an attack, but the Wolverines actually attacking the Shredder turret. They should be attacking the infantry. Oh, these Orcas are going to get obliterated going in there, but there is 3 railgun Mammoth tanks here, and the Wolverines are all dead, and you know what? They didn't kill the infantry because they were shooting at the Shredder turret. He's going to have to back out. He's going to use adaptive armor on this one tank that's taking all the rocket fire. He's trying to go in for the crush. I mean, realistically, he should just go in for the crush. He's got so many Mammoth tanks here. I think he can do it. A lot of the infantry actually get destroyed purely because of the railguns there. And now he's going to move in. He should hit the RGA. He should hit the RGA and just go for it and just wreck this whole base. He's not going for the RGA. There's actually a heroic rocket squad there, which is a big problem for him. That Mammoth tank's still alive with the adaptive armor on, and oh my god, is Masterleaf actually going to crush through this base head here? There's a battle marker over here. Some units are flanking. There's Wolverines not even firing. He's going to get the tier 2. He's almost certainly going to get the tier 3. Tipsy GG's out. He realizes that, oh my god, he's dead. There's like 5 Mammoth tanks in his base, and he has nothing to counter them. So just like that, with the snap of the fingers, Masterleaf just wins that game out. And look at the kill death. Oh my god, the kill death ratio says it all, really. Got an extra 10 grand. The infantry transition was just too late from Tipsy. You know, he didn't have Cabals or Disciples, and it was only just started to come out when the tanks were there. Like, if he had another 30 seconds, he might have been okay. Let's just message Masterleaf. So he needed that one. I mean, let's face it, if Masterleaf lost that one, he would have been on match point, and that would have been just struggle streak. His mind would have collapsed at that point. Steel Talons and Mock, okay. That's the thing though, Mock has tons of EMP, but Steel Talons has adaptive armor. Man, I need a drink of water. Where is my water? Did I not bring that out with me? Oh, so here we are. We are up to game number 6. Masterleaf has the opportunity to re-level the series, but starting in the south, it's going to be Tipsy. He switched to the Marked of Cain, so sticking pretty hardcore to the Nod factions, aside from that curveball he threw at us in game 1. Meanwhile, Masterleaf is on the north side. He's playing as Steel Talons. Had some success with Steel Talons in the earlier game. Tipsy, again, if he just had another 30 seconds, maybe a little bit longer, he could have had enough man spam out that he would have held that attack. It's going to be ref first, by the way, for Masterleaf. Here come the squads, the mock squad. So he's built 1 mock squad and he's drafted 2 more. And he's probably just going to send them down the gut. He's actually got another one over here as well. He needs to make sure he avoids the rifles, because the rifles obviously can take garrisons and cause a lot of issues. But Masterleaf went for a refinery first. This tells me that he's probably going to go... He's probably going to go for a Pitbull scout, just because otherwise his scouts are going to be way too late. If he's getting rushed, he'll just die. The worst thing that can happen to Masterleaf right now is to lose to an all-in rush. So I'm certain he's not going to want to let that happen. Yeah, forgot AP ammo pool to 0. He didn't pay for it though. He didn't pay for it because, again, Tipsy didn't do any type of man spam strategy till the end. And you can't blame Tipsy. Like, no one expects the enemy to forget AP ammo. You don't play like the other guy's going to forget it. Finally going to get his spike a little bit late. You know, but that's obviously because of the ref first. See what he does here. Actually, oh my god, it's going to be a double War Factory all-in from Tipsy. So Tipsy is going to do a double War Factory all-in rush. Now, Masterleaf, he does have a scout here. If he goes in right now, he's going to be able to see the double War Factory. He can't see the double War Factory. He can't see the double War Factory. The mock squads are going in. He EMPs the War Factory, and the bikes are already here. He's actually going to go for the Pitbull, is he? I don't know about Tipsy going in right now. He's going in really quickly. Now, that's prompted Pitbulls to come out. I think Tipsy should have waited. I don't think he realized he wasn't spotted. And now Marcy's got 2 towers up. He's got 2 Pitbulls up, and that means he can start sniping bikes. In this situation, it's critical to start to micro this. I think Tipsy, he should have waited. Like, he wasn't spotted, right? He was not spotted. He could have waited and then attacked Masterleaf when he had very little, but now Masterleaf has 3 Pitbulls. He's got heavy harvesters. Heavy harvesters do have more HP than a regular harvester, and there's towers here as well. I think he almost knows. I think Masterleaf has smelled out the all-in. That harvester, I'm quite surprised. Oh my god, he doesn't reverse move in the right direction. Just sort of just parks it there with the rest of those dead car bodies there. I guess he wanted to join in with those guys. 4 watchtowers here now. Gets another Pitbull. You know what? He might just need to get a Titan now. He might just need to get a Titan now and he's fine. He's got 4 harvesters, right? He's got 4 harvesters against an all-in, which is only 2 harvesters. Tipsy sells one of the War Factories. Surely he's not going for an MCV. Oh my god, is he going to go for an MCV? He's going to be so far behind, because I think Masterleaf's actually going for a 5th harvester. Oh, if it's a 5th harvest, it's going to be devastating. Yeah, it is. It's a 5th harvester, and I think he's spotted. He didn't actually send his simulator. Sorry, not simulator. Engineer away. See, Masterleaf doesn't know that it's still an all-in. Is he going for a second War Factory? You know, he could go for a second War Factory. If he went for a second... No, he's going for a comm center. Okay. If he went 2 War Factory and just spammed pits, or maybe spammed MRT rocket, he could have just gone forward and killed Tipz. But again, he can't see what we can see. Going to come in. Another harvester snipe would be nice. You know, maybe he could have committed for that. Gets a Pitbull, actually. Titan will push him back. Gets repairs, which is really important here. Doesn't want to take too much hull damage there. Yeah, sends that one back. Okay, yeah, I would like maybe a bit more repairs on that, because Tipsy's just going to single that out. Tipsy did get an MCV out. He did get an MCV out. People are calling it in the chat as well. They're calling the 3-3. Missed with the EMP. That was huge. If he EMP'd that Titan would be dead. I would like to see him pull the Titan back for repairs, because it's halfway dead. another volley and he's just going to lose that. What is Masterleaf doing? Is he going for a refinery? If he gets a refinery down, he's going to be sitting pretty. But Tipsy still hasn't got a second ref out. He built an extra harvester. He's about to have the next ref out, but again, he is still behind. He has some combat units on the field, which is okay, but since Leaf is still on one base, they're having trouble getting in, right? Will repair the Titan, will repair the harvesters from the war factory, and he's going to move the MCV. Masterleaf playing so safe. He's playing so safe. He's just building all these towers, and that adds up to like thousands and thousands of dollars, right? I mean, putting down loads of towers was good at the start. Actually, was that an engineer? Or was that just a rifleman squad? Not 100% sure. Tipsy did have an engineer. Oh my god, it's made it all the way to the enemy spike, and he's going to get the enemy spike. He could have even booby-trapped the spike, right, to prevent Marcy from recapturing it. No one has the EMP control center. Titan moving down the middle. He's going to have AP ammo. Oh my god, no, he put a... This is what I don't understand, right? He puts a comm center down before expansion, and then he doesn't do anything with it. That's just wasted dead tech, right? That's just money you could have spent on units or economy, but instead you put that building down only for it to sit idle for the next, like, 2 minutes. Nonetheless, he is going to push these buggy back, but there are Scorp tanks here. Tipsy's actually managed to produce some Scorp tanks. The Titan will be destroyed. There was some rocket squads there. They are de-garrisoned though. They're just going to jump into the next garrison. Yeah, again, no AP ammo. So really, he could have just... He's got a surveyor. Oh my god, he's obviously got something in mind here. I'm not sure what it is, but these bikes might just come across the surveyor, right? They might just find that surveyor because it's heading out to the right here. And then that's going to be shut down. Scorp tanks now moving through the middle. Pitbulls can't contend with that many Scorp tanks. Double War Factory is down. Didn't resell his MCV, so obviously not going to go for a secondary all-in. Is he going to get that surveyor? I'm not sure where the bikes went. They must have turned around. Or maybe they rejoined. Where did they go? I'm not sure where the bikes went, right? Maybe they were destroyed. Maybe they rejoined this group over here. Leaf is not getting AP ammo, yeah. He's forgotten it again. And that's really frustrating because he put that down so long ago. Surely he must be looking at his towers like and seeing, hey, they haven't got AP ammo. There's a mammoth tank here. A guardian cannon comes down. It's only one mammoth tank though. Railguns is only halfway done. He's going to have to keep reverse moving that mammoth tank. Look how much rounds it takes for these Scorpions to kill just a single mammoth. Titans will come across and Tipsy decides he doesn't want to deal with that. That guardian cannon just capping off rounds as well. Doing quite a bit of damage to these tanks. But I mean, he sniped a mammoth tank. That was alright, I guess. Probably didn't want to leave those tanks behind. Oh my god, the Pitbulls are in the base over here. That forces all the harvesters off the line. He should be able to get at least one harvester. EMP will miss. He gets one harvester. He's going to have to probably back out of there because the bike buggy is responding. And he'll probably just lose the rest of these pits if they don't leave right now. They are trying to back out. Not far enough. A lot of players have been doing that. They retreat like a little bit and then just stop. And I'm like, why not just give a retreat all the way out here? Again, he's just stopped here again and it's allowed these forces to catch up. I guess he doesn't care the fact that these Pitbulls here. He gave them an order. So he obviously does care to try to move them back a bit further. Railguns is done, however. Almost certainly we have adaptive armor on the way because you don't get mammoth tanks without adaptive armor against Mock, right? Because you're just going to get EMP'd. All right, these units just driving straight into the mammoth tanks, and I guess maybe he's just trying to get eyes for a click, although he doesn't even have a tier 2. Tipsy's actually in a lot of trouble, right? He's in a lot of trouble. There's Titans are moving across the map, mammoth tanks moving across the map. He has his adaptive armor, so he's now going to be immune to EMP, and he did manage to get a base out here as well, actually keeping this at the outpost. Obviously worried that he's going to lose that to a click or something, but I mean, Tipsy's so far behind the tech, and realistically I don't think he's going to be able to survive this. There's only one Guardian cannon here. He could use his 2, he could use the RGA. He uses the RGA, but Tipsy immediately retreats. You can use RGA on Guardian cannons, that is something that is possible, but look at this, I mean, Tipsy just has nothing to stop these mammoth tanks from just walking into his base. He's trying to go for man spam, but is it going to be too late? These tanks just get massacred, and this is what I'm talking about, right? If you don't have anything here to deal with the tanks, they can do so much damage so fast. because once you have a couple of mammoths there, their DPS is quite high. We'll use the adaptive armor to crush with the Titan while the mammoth tank actually evacs out of here. That's a good idea. Unfortunately, not microing the adaptive armor there, you do have to manually turn that on. Some people were saying that if the mammoth tank gets hit with an EMP, it should just automatically come on. I don't know about that. I guess that's the thing, but it would be interesting to have that there. But yeah, nonetheless, that last mammoth tank's probably going to want to get back from there. Yeah, he's got the single Tiberium infusion upgrade. It's the only upgrade that Mock gets on this type of infantry. You know, he might actually lose another mammoth tank here, and he's sending more mammoth tanks to respond to that, which is weird, right? Because they're obviously not going to be very good. Eventually, the railguns will kill like a small amount of infantry, especially if they just run them over like that. But yeah, Masterleaf's got an expansion, double airfield. I wouldn't mind. Actually, no, he's got 2 expansions, so he's actually taken both fields. Yeah, Tipsy is, yeah, he's completely boxed in. Yes, he has a tech center. Maybe there's stealth tanks. I can't see stealth tanks on the map. If we look at Tipsy's vision.
Unit under attack.
Yeah, no, he's got bugger all. Tipsy is in so much trouble right now. I mean, the hammerheads, he doesn't have AP ammo. He sold the comm center. Oh my god, he sold his comm center. He's finally going for AP ammo. He's just about to complete it. And this is just strange, right? 2 games in a row, he forgot AP ammo. But yeah, Tipsy, I mean, he's gone for a Redeemer, but realistically, the game is done and dusted. Masterleaf's forces just completely, yeah, he realizes it now. And you're thinking, why did he fight? He's got nothing to fight with, even if the Redeemer comes out. Masterleaf has both the bases and he's refining. It's just done, it's over. And so Masterleaf, you know, clumsy as it may be, will actually get, he played so safe. He played so safe there and probably didn't need the game to go that long. But look, 100 grand to 78, only 22 grand in favor of Masterleaf, but that's like 3/4 of a tib field. So it has an effect, and yes, people in the chat are right. It is going to be 3-3. Just messaging Masterleaf now. So yeah, we are going to have the series tied up at 3 apiece. Alright, I'm just going to take a brief break. I'm just going to leave it on this screen here. I'll be back in 1 or 2 minutes. It's tied 3-3. Stay tuned. Won't be long. Okay, I am back. Looks like we're actually going to see Tiki Turmoil. Looks like, so again, if you're looking at the map stats before, Tiki Turmoil has only been played once before in the tournament, and I believe it was Cyberstorm versus... Who did he play? Was it Shock Trapper? Oh god, it was a while ago, yeah. I think it might have been versus Shock Trapper. Let me just check the stream, make sure everything's okay. You guys got sound? Yep, no worries. So it is tied 3-3, so it's basically come down to a best of 3, as Cyber would say, since there can only be that many games remaining. But starting on the north side of Tiki Turmoil, it is Tipsy. He's playing as Travel 59. Masterleaf has pulled the series back. Speaking of which, he is in the bottom south side, playing as the Steel Talons. I guess he realizes he's having a bit of success with Steel Talons, so he's going to keep playing with that. And that's the thing, we're seeing this situation where Steel Talons just gets Mammoth Tanks into the enemy base, and the enemy is just like, whoa, these shouldn't be here, and they just do so much damage. Again, nothing's changed about the Mammoth Tank except for the fact that the turret turns a bit quicker, but that was just because they were useless before, because the turret could never even just turn at all. But yeah, it's just made them a bit better, you know. I wouldn't say they're OP or anything like that. They definitely aren't. But Tipsy's actually going to go for the front defensive tower. That's a risky play. He's going to bypass these scouts. He's going to go straight for it. That's going to be really handy, actually, if he decides to use a lot of infantry play, because he can always fall back to this sort of base head area, because he'll have that turret there, which will be able to do a lot of damage. There you go, sniper damage on the MCV. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're going to nerf about Steel Talons. I wouldn't think they're overpowered. I think it's just that people aren't expecting them to do what they do, because they definitely have quite a lot of weaknesses. Of the GDI, they probably have some of the most, because they just don't have that reliable ground force like that. That lower tier ground force. Titans are just really expensive, and they can get overrun pretty easily. And then you don't have APCs as well, so it's just there's a bit of a point where you just end up playing defensively. But the Steel Talons have always been really powerful in the late game once they have all their tech and all their equipment, but historically it's been difficult to get that far without the other player killing you first. So I think the other players playing a little bit passive sometimes just allows GDI or Steel Talons to get into that situation. But yeah, nothing much happening in this game, just a 5-2 from Tipsy, and it's going to be a 5-2 from Masterleaf as well. So, oh my god, he's going to run into that tower, but thankfully it's just a Rifleman squad. It's not like a Pitbull or anything that's actually going to blow up really quickly. And now Masterleaf knows about it, right? He knows it's there. Lots of economy coming out from Tipsy. Is he going for Blue Tiberium? No, not just yet. I think Masterleaf, he's not doing it either. At some stage, this is about the time where you do send for the Blue Tiberium field, but it's just about as stock as an open as you can get from these players. Tipsy's slightly behind, but I mean, I guess he went for that tower, right? Slows his economy down just a little bit, but there you go. Going to go for the Blue Tiberium field. Masterleaf not making a play for it just yet. I mean, it's ready to harvest. That's a full load of Blue Tiberium right there. You want to get it early on too. But yeah, what can we say? Masterleaf fighting for his absolute life in this tournament. A loss here will almost certainly be the end of Masterleaf unless there's some miracle results. Even if he wins this, technically he hasn't auto-qualified, but he should qualify, just looking at how the rest of the groups will probably pan out, just because we are getting down to the business end of the groups now. We pretty much know some of the players we're going to see in the finals already. And yeah, Tipsy, he's got a double header, so after this he will be taking on Futurama. Futurama probably watching this series very closely, because even though he's in a good position, he still obviously wants to make sure that he does beat Tipsy as well to secure one of the top spots in the group. MRT is here from Masterleaf. He's going to find this Gunwalker. Realistically, he should just be able to take that out now, yeah. He's going to take it out before he gets too far into his base. Tipsy sees a second War Factory. Battle marker over there. It's another Gunwalker Scout, so we have two Gunwalker Scouts. He's actually got Riflemen inside that Harvester. Maybe worried about a little bit of a harassment there. APM is it? AP ammo is not being researched again. Oh my god. That's like 3 games in a row now. And we have fast shocks. Oh, like he could just die to this, right? He's going to have to wait for the upgrade to complete because he hasn't got disc launchers yet. Surely it can't be too far away. Yeah, it's just about to complete. He jumps straight in, and yeah, look at that. There's no AP ammo. It's finally on the way. It's only a quarter done though, so there's a window here. He gets 1 harvester straight away. He could even just snipe down a couple of Wolverines, right? And I think he's going to. He just realized he just one-shot them, and then he can just teleport away. He's going to go in. He's going to get another one as well, and he's looking at it. It's like, hey, there's no AP ammo. Let's just snipe down these Wolverines. These Wolverines aren't cheap. I mean, they're not expensive, but they're not cheap. They're sort of moderately priced. And yeah, he kills a bunch of Wolverines and a harvester. And, oh, actually, Masterleaf must have taken that tower back at some stage, right? Yeah, he must have taken the tower back. I think he took it back with an airfield. But yeah, now we have these shock troopers here. There's still no AP ammo. He's got grenader squads, though. He's got grenaders inside the MRTs, and they do a lot of splash damage. Oh my god, I'm not sure how this is going to work out. Is Masterleaf, does he have enough? Tipsy, yeah, Tipsy's just sort of screwed that up a little bit. He got onto a move order. He obviously missed his target. This might be a mistake from Tipsy. AP ammo is now done. Again, grenader squads are there. He teleports out the way a little bit, but I mean, this is just starting to become expensive because shock troopers aren't a frontal assault force, right? They're more of like a supporting unit slash harass. He just doesn't have any backbone to this army. And there's Orcas here as well. I think he's actually in a little bit of trouble. The MRTs are able to keep the remaining Wolverines repaired, and he doesn't quite have enough shocks now to overrun the last of these Wolverines. He will get 2 more. Maybe he can just wear them out. Oh my god, he's got a lot of shocks over here. Takes out that Orca. He's going to take out the remainder of these forces, so he is going to make it work, but I think Tipsy just taking a lot of damage as well. Probably more than Masterleaf. It's not as cost effective, but again, this is what I'm talking about. Shock troopers, they need something else to back them up. If they're just going to be just pure shocks, that's going to be a harassment force only. If you try to frontline with them, you'll see what happens there is that the Wolverines are able to just overrun them. And now it's just gunwalkers, right? I wouldn't mind to see a photon cannon come down. He's just reinforcing with more and more Wolverines. Yeah, he's going to need to drop down. I don't know why he's still continuing to build them right now, because he doesn't have enough numbers and it's just all pure wolf. He could just be putting down photon cannons, and that would be enough to force back this this attack. Meanwhile, these guys are going to try to go out. GG for Tipz. Is he going to call it? Oh my god. Oh, I just felt that Tipsy tapped out a little bit too soon then. Yeah, I feel that he tapped out a little bit too soon. I mean, the kill death ratio is probably not that great. No, it's not. But he was on par economically. I mean, he would have eventually held out that attack. Yeah, I think that was a bit premature. I don't think he realized, just maybe he thought he was really far behind. It definitely was unusual. Yeah, I feel that Tipsy, yeah, he gave up maybe a little bit too soon in that game. He could have fought on, and he might have been okay. But I guess he's decided he's not going to do that. So that's it. Masterleaf has now won 3 games in a row. So Tipsy maybe just faltering a little bit here. Yeah, that last game was not particularly well done. From neither side as well. Yeah, I don't know. The thing about shock troopers is like, yeah, they're really good, but again, like I said, they're either a harassment force, fast attack, hit and run, or they're a supporting force to bigger units. If you just have pure shock and you're frontlining another army, like, you're not going to win. That's not what they're for. Yeah, Leaf was 3 base, I guess. Tipz wants 6 city. Steel Talon's Blackhand. He's going to go Blackhand. But I tell you what, yeah, like I said, Masterleaf now re-pumping up Steel Talon's win rate. Yeah, I guess he called it once he saw the 3rd. I didn't quite get a good enough look on what was happening over there. But this is game number 8. Now, this is match 12 in the tournament, so we have yet to see a series go to all 9 games, which is a bit shocking, really. I mean, we've gotten pretty close, but never that 9th ace match. We'll see if Masterleaf can close the door here. He is starting on the north side. He is playing as Steel Talons. He's won 3 in a row. Tipsy, on the other hand, needs to break the momentum. This is his last chance to break the momentum in this series. A loss here means a match loss. Leaf takes it, and then Leaf will be looking at the finals almost certainly. For Masterleaf not to make finals, Senna would have to defeat Bike Rush and Tipsy. It's probably not going to be to defeat Bike Rush, or Tipsy would have to defeat Futurama and Senna, which again, and then even if that happens, it would come down to percentage. So you can see why I'm saying that a win here is almost certainly going to be a Masterleaf finals. He'll make 3rd, so he's going to have a really difficult run, and he'll be in a difficult place in the finals because he'll have to play Bike Rush again before the grand final, which is something you don't want to have to do. But that's probably going to be the case. No one doing anything fancy. Raider Buggy comes out, wants to make sure Masterleaf's not doing something crazy. Masterleaf might decide to take a big risk, you know. Taking a risk this deep into a tournament game like this, like into a series like this, when so much is now on the line, that's going to be a big ask. But yeah, no, he's got to go for a refinery. Tipsy sees it. He sees the war factory, sees the refinery. He knows everything he needs to know, and he backs out. Players now just trading blows in the middle of the map. Yeah. Apparently Leaf this is all a conspiracy, so he has another reason to nerf Steel Talons and GDI. He loves nerfing GDI, doesn't he? Which is strange, because GDI is still in a pretty good spot. But nonetheless, going to continue pumping those harvesters out. Nothing special happening at all. Tipsy, is he a little bit behind, or is that just me? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did he go for blue tip this early? No, he's only got 4 harvesters. Nah, there's no way he's only got 4. Masterleaf's been on 5 for quite a while, and he's even pumped out some extra units. Tipsy surely can't be behind. Nah, he's got 5 harvesters. Maybe I missed one. I don't know. He's going for a refinery. He finally is going for AP ammo, so this is going to be some type of base push, I think, off of one base. MRTs are coming in. I would love to see a rig rush right now, and that airfield is a little bit of a hint that maybe there is a rig rush coming, because he likes to back it up with air. Finds the pit bull, decides to turn around, leave it alone. I like the fact that Tipsy put his ref really far away over there. He's actually going for blue tip up the top as well, because if a push does come in, Masterleaf will have to get up the ramp in order to start pressuring that part of the base. Raider Buggy's going to come in to scout this. He's going to see there's no ref on the expansion, but what is there? There's orcas. No rig. He spots the expo now. He spots the tier 2. It's going to be Wolverine MRT, and it's going straight for the main base. He's got a rifleman squad in there, so it's not actually a rocket squad. Maybe he's going to try to camp the war factory. He doesn't quite have enough there. Yeah, he's going to put a minefield down. Might want to drive out of the minefield, and he's going to try to go for the bikes. Not quite going to get them. Orcas are coming in now. He's going to move the MRT back so it can repair. And now he's firing at the harvest. He's going to get a harvester kill for sure. He goes for the bikes as well. Splits off, gets the bikes. That's nice control from Masterleaf. Gets all the bikes, gets 2 harvesters, and he's going to get those Wolverines away. I like that. That was actually really well controlled. A lot of people wouldn't have seen it, but yeah, to get the amount of units he got and then to get out with most of his units intact was actually really good. Rifleman squads are going to find these infantry units now, thankfully, because he didn't forget AP ammo. And this is the game where Tipsy's decided to go for this fast, heavy infantry. That's going to work out great for Masterleaf. Only 3 orcas. Apparently, he's got a thing for 3 orcas, not 4. The 4th orca allows you to get 1 more harvester, right? With 3 orcas, it's only 2 harvesters. You add on 1 more orca, and you get 1 more harvester. It's a good trade. It's good value for money. But I guess he's pushing his logistics and economy to the limit right then. He's got the second ref down now. He's got quite a number of Wolverines out. Might want a Grenader squad to help clear the garrisons. There is a Raider buggy coming in. Might want to stop that with the Wolverines. Yeah, if he can stop that, that will be fantastic. He's going to stop it, so Tipsy is a little bit blind. Unfortunately, that Harvester going all the way back to base. Battle mark here. These two Wolverines are going to come back in. There's still some infantry here, enough to clean that up. Standing on the Tiberian field is not good for your health. So to get that last Wolverine as well. They will ultimately be cleaned up. Not going to get a Harvester kill. It's just heavy infantry, and I think Tipsy's just going to go straight down his tech tree now, I think. He's got the infantry to protect himself with, and he can also take the garrisons, which he's going to do, and this is just going to be fantastic, right? The Wolverines, there's no Grenader squad. Maybe there's a Grenader squad inside the MRT. It seems like something Masterleaf might do. But yeah, look at that. There's just not enough Wolverines, and with the garrisons there, he's going to have to back off. Yeah, he's going to need Grenaders, right? Because otherwise he's going to have to fight every single one of these buildings, and Tipsy's going to make him fight for it. It's like, alright, cool, I'm just going to take these buildings. Oh, he does have Grenaders. There are Grenaders inside the MRT. I was going to say, I suspected there might have been. I suspected there might have been. Turrets are there to try to cover the field, and your Orcas are coming in, so those turrets should be sufficient. He has to back off. He got cleared again. Now he's still falling all the way back to base. He might have to fight here. There's the Grenader squads. He does get de-garrisoned from that structure there. Really wants to kill that MRT. Is he going to get it? I think he's going to lose this extra garrison here. He does de-garrison. He's actually got a veterancy rank on the Grenader squads. That's not a unit you see with the veterancy on it very often. What's happening over here? Nothing much. Wolverine's pushing the space. Is he going to try to focus down the refinery? He's actually going to focus down the refinery. This Grenader squad is going to come in and try to clear this garrison. Is he going to get it? He does get it. He's got an elite Grenader squad. Oh my god. This is completely a Masterleaf thing, by the way, to get squads like this. It's actually got the nod upgrade, which is quite strange. That could just be me as an observer. I don't think it's viewable from his direction. Flame tank coming down the left flank. Oh, look at this. A flame tank walks in the front door and gets a ref. That's a big deal, right? And he could even get the other ref with the other flame tank. A Marv is out, but this is what Tipsy needs to get back in the game. He needs to focus down these flame tanks. Almost certainly, I think he's going for Purifying Flame. The Wolverines don't have the DPS to get those flame tanks. They're going to have to turn around and run. They're going to have to turn around and run. This flame tank is going to get the second ref. Actually, this is not looking too good. This is not looking too good. He needs to save that comm center. That would be helpful to keep. He's not going to save the comm center. It's going to go down. Tipsy actually not looking too bad. Very heavy base over here. Oh, he put the Grenader squad inside the Marv. That was an elite Grenader squad. Meanwhile, he will manage to hold these flame tanks off. Oh my god, he puts him. He got the first ref with the first flame tank. He got the second ref with the second flame tank. And then Leaf put another ref down and it just got clicked. This is devastating. Yeah, he has to sell the tech center. He's in so much trouble. There's no repair on the Marv. There's no repair on the Marv. It's got 2 rifles, 1 grenade, so it's very heavy against the anti-infantry, but Tipsy can just, he should be able to hold this, right? He needs to turn around and start attacking those Wolverines, right? Because, yeah, that's just an easy clap kill. And the Marv cannot repair, so the Marv ultimately is going to just start losing health over time, and it's going to be irreparable. And I mean, realistically, he could just go, yeah, he can go for Avatar, sorry, not Avatars. He can go for Obelisk. Not sure what that Harvester was doing there. Blue tip is missing from both sides. There's the Obelisk, and I think he's going to try to go for the Behemoth. Yeah, that's probably a good choice. If he can get one more shot off, that will be fantastic. He does get that last shot off, which means the Behemoth is destroyed. He's not going to see another Behemoth. And now the Marv is just solo, right? The Marv is solo. He has no repair pad. He put a second Grenader squad. He's got 2 rifle, 2 grenade. I wouldn't chase that if I was Tipsy, though. That might be a bit risky. If the grenades were in the front, that would be fantastic, but they're in the back. Yeah, because the grenades will splash. The grenades will splash. Does Tipsy not realize that is a very heavily garrisoned up Marv with anti-infantry? Yeah. And I think the Marv is going to come forward, and look at this. Oh my god, it's just going to destroy all the infantry. It's going to do so much damage. Tipsy does deploy his MCV. I think maybe he's trying to get that husk, but there's Orcas coming, right? He's going to take out the husk. Where is Tipsy's forces? He doesn't have that much. The biggest concern for Masterleaf right now is the Marv cannot repair. There is no repairs on the Marv, so all damage is currently permanent. Tipsy is going to building block. I think he was attacking Harvest as well because he sold off the SAM turrets. And I think the Marv will have to fall back. He's not going to get the MCV. If he stays here, he's going to lose the Marv. The Wolverines need to cover the retreat of the Marv. And he's got a veteran Marv as well. He needs to save this. If he can save this, it'll be fantastic. Tipz is going to try to go for it. Oh, he stopped moving. Masterleaf has not moved back far enough. He should be able to get behind this structure, I think. And he might be okay. More Wolverines coming. It's so messy. It is so messy. The Marv is going to sneak away just... Oh, but he badly needs some repairs on that. The Redeemer is here. The Wolverines can't do too much about that. They're going to have to back off. This is a really awkward game right now. The Marv is just so badly damaged. And because he sold his tech center, he's only got one ref down as well because he's been having trouble getting that back up. He doesn't have any Behemoth now. And the Redeemer can probably just go in because it's like, hey, your Marv is actually almost dead. I can just actually take it on. Yeah, he's going to start attacking the Marv. And the Orcas are coming in, but... they're going to have to fight the Redeemer. They're going to put some hull damage on it. The Marv also is being fired at by these random units. People's firing at themselves. The biggest problem is the Redeemer right now. I think Tipz is going to move the MCV. He's got so much infantry here. He's got SAM turrets down. He could just, go infantry and Redeemer for the rest of the game. The Wolverines just can't do anything about the Redeemer. They're just going to get one shot, one after the other. Tipsy, I don't know why he's not taking... oh, actually, no, he's not taking the garrison because the Marv has grenades on it. But this is such an awkward fight. The Marv's going to have to come forward. And you know what? Is he going to be able to save this Marv? I don't know. The Marv is so badly damaged. There's just no repairs for it. These Wolverines are just lambs to the slaughter. Realistically, at his base head, he should just put turrets down. Yeah. He should just put turrets down and then focus on maybe getting the Orcas to strike the Redeemer. There's no repairs now for the Marv. He lost the War Factory. Tipsy can just go ahead and destroy the Marv. And I think with the Marv being destroyed, that's going to be the end of the game. Yeah, Masterleaf loses it. There's now so much man spam here. Well, there's not a lot of man spam, but there's enough to overrun the remainder of this base here. The Redeemer is taking pretty heavy damage, but I mean, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in the extended series, we are going to see that ace match. We are going to see a game 9. It's going to be all or nothing. And for Masterleaf, it's his tournament on the line. Oh man, I think Tipsy brought that back with those flame tanks, right? He got one ref, then he got the other ref, then he clicked the third ref. That completely destroyed Masterleaf. Also, Masterleaf's inability to repair the Marv was critical there. Not being able to repair it just hurt him so badly. It's going to be Leaf's pick. So this is it, guys. We have a game 9. For the first time, it took 11. This is, sorry, match 12. And if my maths is correct, this is game 86, individual game 86. So it took to game 86 in the tournament to get a best of 9. Yeah, EMP grenades wouldn't have mattered. It's too late. If his Marv wasn't so badly damaged, he would have been fine if he had maybe a rig or something to assist it. But by the time he got back to his base to get repairs, Tipsy was there, like chasing him. He's just pushing him. It's like, hey, I'm going to push you hard. But yeah, that was crazy. Like the Marv with the grenade, isn't it? And the grenades should have been in the front as well. That would have given him extra range. Yeah, it's going to be the final game of the series. Yeah, sending maybe 2 Titans around the back. Could have just caused Tipsy some problems. But Tipsy manages to stumble. Well, I wouldn't say he stumbled through the game, but he did enough, yeah. Especially with that one attack that really hardcore screwed Masterleaf over. Losing 3 refineries, that was just way too much. So we're going to have Steel Talons versus Black Hand. Here we go, guys. This is game 9. This is the absolute decider in this series. And again, there's a lot riding on this game for Masterleaf. If Masterleaf loses this one singular game, he's going to be in a world of pain. But starting on the west side of Badlands Hills, it's Tipsy, who's just now Tipz. He's playing as Blackhand, and Masterleaf just sticking with Steel Talons. Is like he's going to stick to it to the end of time. It's brought him back into the series after the questionable Zocom. Like some of those Zocom games, like yeah, he has some strategies in 1 or 2 of them, but there was 1 or 2 where it's just like that was disastrously bad. Now, is Masterleaf going to go for an airfield? There are 6 spikes on this map. It's a heavy spike map. It's the only map in the map pool to have this many spikes on it. So you have 3 that you can take readily, fairly safely. But the question is this going to be a command post? No, I don't think it's a command post. It's moving a little bit too slowly. I think it's going to be a war factory. And I mean, oh man, if you went for that build in the ace match, and we've seen this before where someone gets to the ace match and they just decide to just throw the dice on the table and go all in on something. But I just don't know if Masterleaf can just risk something that crazy in this game. Like again, it's this one individual game is now it's so crucial. And there's the Raider Scout, right? Tipsy's like, I'm not going to die to some rush. I'm going to send the Raider Scout, but it is going to be an eco open for Masterleaf. I'm assuming he's going to scout Tipsy at some stage. Hasn't scouted him just yet. Second Harvester comes out for Tipsy. He does have that garrison. This garrison is positioned in a very nice spot. I like the positioning there. Obviously doesn't cover everything down there. Another garrison there and there. He is going to come up and he's going to see the double ref and he's going to be like, yep, okay, there's no rush coming. Meanwhile, Masterleaf, I think, is about to make his way into Tipsy's base. A little bit later, but it's not going to matter because he's going to come in, he's going to see the 2 ref and he's going to see 4 harvesters and he's like, oh, good. Thank God I'm not being rushed. Again, Steel Talon's probably the hardest faction in the game to rush, right? They are probably the hardest because, one, they have Titans. Titans can shoot over buildings, so you can't block them. Titans can crush, so if you get too close. And then Heavy Harvesters have more HP, so it's just, yeah, they're a lot harder to rush than other factions. 5 and 2 for Tipsy has moved to the expansion. Same for Masterleaf here. 6th Harvester comes out now. Raider Buddy just checking and sees another Harvester. That's all Tipsy needs to know, right? It's like, alright, 6th Harvester, yep, still not building any combat units, no pitbulls, so he's going to just go and continue to pump out his own Harvesters there. We do, of course, have a singular blue tib field in the center of the map. The expansions here also don't start fully grown. They're going to almost be fully grown by the time they move to them, though, so I guess it's to discourage you maybe from expanding here first, but yeah, it'd be awkward to do that anyway, just with the map design. Pitbull finally comes out, but yeah, you can just feel the tension. You can just feel the tension. Yeah, this map, I don't know, some people are on the fence about this map. Like, it does produce really good games, but some people are just like, no, this faction has an advantage, that faction has an advantage. But in my opinion, I haven't seen any one particular faction get a huge edge on this game, on this particular map. I don't think it favors any particular faction. Some people think it favors Traveler a lot. I just don't see it though. Got to clean up those scouts now. He is going for his man spam upgrades pretty early on before second ref. Masterleaf instead will go for a second ref. And look at that, on cue, no AP ammo on the way. Oh man, and that's the thing, Tipsy again, he's going for his Disciple upgrades early on. This could just be for defense, right? It could just be for defense. I don't think it's going to be for attack. He's going for a crane. Oh my god, he's got 3 refineries. Wow, this is intense. And another war factory. Masterleaf's actually going all out on the economy. He did this in game 2 with Zocom, and it actually worked out really well. Now, Tipsy is being a little bit passive as Blackhand. I don't like super passive Blackhand play, just because I think they're an aggressive faction. They need to get out there. Oh, he still hasn't started AP ammo. No, he still hasn't realized. I think he's going for hammerheads as well off that one airfield. I do like the one airfield hammerheads to support, because you want to build them up over time. Titans will find those units here, not going to be particularly effective for them. They're going to have to turn around. Maybe one Titan goes down first. No, not quite. A couple of Wolverines are on the deck. Oh, he's still not going for it. Oh my god, this could be a disaster, right? He's got 2 harvesters going for the blue tip field. This is something I like. Look how long it takes to kill the infantry without AP ammo. It takes so long. Oh, we got some, almost called them pit bulls. We got some... Oh, bike buggies. Oh my god, I completely lost the plot there. But he doesn't have AP ammo, and these units can't do anything. Oh my god, hardly any bikes go down. He doesn't get any harvesters, but he also doesn't get... Oh, he's doing this whole attack and he doesn't have AP ammo. This could be Masterleaf's tournament on the line right now. This attack's he's gonna have to retreat. He has no... Yeah, he's realized it now. WTF, he has to retreat. It's still not terrible for him because, I mean, he does have that extra base. He's getting blue Tiberium as well, and he's losing a lot of Wolverines to this bike buggy. He would have liked to have killed a lot more of the bike buggy. Oh my god, he needs to absolutely stop these harvesters from being destroyed. And the hammerhead count is just going down as well. He has to move the harvesters. He has no units here. He needs to pull them over there. Yeah, he's gonna be okay. So Masterleaf is going to be able to survive this, but again, getting his hammerhead count reset is just disaster. Another hammerhead as well. Oh my god, he could have had like 7 or 8 hammerheads, but instead he's got just 2. Oh my god, he's in such a... Like, at the end of the day, he's got a ton of economy, right? Here comes the click. I don't think he's going to get... Oh, he gets 2 harvesters. He gets 2 harvesters. AP ammo. Oh, he's engaging without AP ammo again. Oh my god. Come on, yeah. He finally has the upgrade. He's actually going to walk into that tower. He doesn't realize the tower has been captured. I mean, Tipsy hasn't harvested that much of his field. Another hammerhead. The hammerhead usage is very wasteful from Masterleaf. But you know what? Is it going to matter? His economy is so wild right now because, remember, he is triple ref on his expansion. Tipsy's going to hold it, though. Tipsy's going to hold the attack. That tower is just capping off Wolverine after Wolverine after Wolverine, though. He's finally going to get it switches targets, which was a little bit bad. Oh my god. I did not see this. There is a massive man spam. The tech center is there. Does he have... Is this his only MCV? Oh, Tipsy's just going for it, right? He's got so much man spam here. There's only 3 Wolverines on the flank and a behemoth. What's that for? Oh, he needs APM. He needs it now. And this is the thing. All the hammerheads are dead, right? All the hammerheads are dead, so he has to engage this with whatever forces he has, and it's not enough. GG, is he going to call it? Masterleaf can't surrender. Oh my god, he surrendered. Oh my god, Masterleaf is out of the top. He looked so good in that game, even without the AP ammo. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, Masterleaf, that may be it. That may be the last we see of Masterleaf. Oh my god, like... I know what you're thinking. You're trying to do the maths. The only way Masterleaf can qualify is if Tipsy loses his next 2 games, and if Senna basically has to lose versus Bicrush, and if he beats Tipsy, like, oh my god, it's going to come down to percentage, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to come down to percentage, and just remember, Leaf had a 0-5 versus Bicrush, which is going to hurt him like crazy in the percentage. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, Masterleaf has lost this series in a 5-4. What wild scenes. Wild scenes here from the tournament. This is just pretty crazy. Oh my god, we've got 150 people here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Just wow. That is insane. Masterleaf has lost it. He's lost the plot. He generally defeated himself. Oh man, let's update the scores. And Tipsy pulls off a huge win. This is massive for Tipsy. In our first night, and again, Masterleaf looks so good in that game, but just you know, getting the hammerhead count reset, that just killed him, and losing too many AP ammo units, that is just crucial. Oh my god, Tipz didn't have to play. To be honest, Leaf killing himself. Yeah, even at the end there where he just quit out of the game, like realistically, he could have held the last infantry units off, but he would have been in a bad spot regardless. Like Tipsy was just pulling her back. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. But anyway, guys, that's how it goes. It's going to have to... Masterleaf technically, mathematically, can make the finals, but he's going to be very, very, very heavily dependent on the outcome of the next couple of games. If Tipsy beats Futurama, then that's it. Like, Futurama has to win. He has to win this next series for Masterleaf to stay in it. Senna can't beat any more than one person, and Tipsy must lose everything from here. Like, yeah... but we will take a short break. I'm going to give Tipsy a short 10 to 15 minute break. So stay tuned. Yeah, crazy things happening here at the extended series, guys. I'll be back shortly. Enjoy the stream and we'll talk again in 10 minutes. Okay guys, we are back. We're about to jump into the next series, which is going to be Tipz versus Futurama. Tipz obviously just coming off a big scalp to borderline end Masterleaf's tournament hopes here. He's going to hate the fact that I am saying that. But yeah, we are going to be jumping into Tipz versus Futurama momentarily. Let's have a look here, just putting the last few touches on. Okay, here we go. That looks pretty good. Just updating the scoreboard, make sure everything's good and dandy. Let's have a look. Alright, just bear with me just while I update some things. Hope you're all enjoying the tournament. But yeah, oh my god, Masterleaf going down. That's just that's not something we expected to see, right? It's not something we expected to see at all. But yeah, if Tipsy wins versus Futurama, if Tipsy beats Futurama, then it is all over. It is all over for Masterleaf. I mean, it's basically almost all over now. It would take some serious results to get Masterleaf into the finals, but like even with his whatchamacallit, his percentage won't be too bad, I guess. Won't be good either. He's in real danger of Senna or Tipsy just taking him out now. You know, imagine if we see Tipsy in the finals. It's going to be wild scenes. Absolute wild scenes. Alright, just making sure all my sound is fixed up now. I just had a sound error before. Alright, I think we're just about ready. Don't worry, I'm going to bring down the screen. I'm just making sure the game starts. I have not forgotten. Alright, cool, it's starting now. Okay. We are all good. This is going to be a Tipsy versus Futurama. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Oh, let's get rid of that. I got the right colors? Yeah, all right, scoreboard's working now. Okay, so starting in the west side, sorry, the east side of Tournament Highlands, it is going to be Futurama. He's playing as Steel Talons. Maybe he's watching Masterleaf Steel Talons like, you know what, I want a piece of that action too. But Tipsy coming off a fantastic victory here. Oh man, if Tipsy wins this series, bye-bye Masterleaf, bye-bye. That's actually going to be real trouble for Futurama because he has to play Bike Rush as well. So if he loses, he'll end up on 2 wins as well. And that might end up putting him in third. Oh, look at this. We saw this versus Bike Rush as well. Tipsy did this, and I think he's just waiting maybe until he scouts ahead. Yeah, he's just holding that until he scouts ahead. And yeah, Futurama going to come in, and he's almost certainly going to want to go into the main base because you want to scout. You want to scout Blackhand, right? You don't want to let Blackhand do what they want. But he's going to see an eco open. Look at that now, just sneaking it in over here. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. This is what we saw against Bike Rush Owns, and it borderline should have got in the game, right? It should have got in the game, but he was a bit unlucky. Just making sure everything is looking pretty good. Yeah, looking pretty good, looking pretty good. But yeah, he's just going to spot nothing much in here. Meanwhile, Futurama just going for his own standard eco opening. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting game, right? Because now who wins, right? Who wins this series? I don't know. Obviously, Futurama is going to be the favorite to win this series. I think he's in a pretty strong position. We saw him power over Masterleaf and Senna, two of his biggest opponents, really. So he'll be looking at this map like it's a bit of a, you know, a step back. It's like, all right, I'm against Tipsy, much more comfortable to fight Tipsy. Gonna find the expansion there. Tipsy just gonna move his forces over here, just doing a standard 5 and 2 build, so nothing particularly fancy happening. MRTs, of course, are coming out from Futurama. He's got rocket MRTs, doesn't actually have any rifles. He's going to have a rifle now. He's going to want to make sure that rifle doesn't get shot up. Getting it shot up a little bit, but he's going to get that into the MRT. No Pitbull, so actually maybe Pitbull's coming out. Yeah, Pitbull MRT, this has been very popular for Steel Talons to do this. I mean, again, it's got a lot of longevity. You've got mobile repairs, so you can actually sustain yourself in the field. And at this stage of the game where there's not a lot of units out, that's really important, right? Because you don't have enough to one-shot them down. And of course, they can repair and reverse move, and they always have that mine drop they can that they can back into as well. But yeah, this is down now. So again, obviously an extra $1,500 for Tipsy. He's going for the infantry upgrades now. And I think this is not going to be suspicious to Futurama at all, because if he builds infantry to counter this, that's almost expected, right? It's almost an expected response. He's going to definitely want the Disciple before he engages here. So he's going to lose a power plant. That's not really that important. Again, there's only one rifleman squad to take all this infantry out. It's just not going to happen. He's going to draft these guys down. Yeah, but Futurama, again, he's not scouting the expansion. He will scan it, though. He scans it. Or he can see the MCV moving. Like, surely maybe he sniffs something out. APM is on the way, but I mean, the thing is, if Tipsy saw the scan, realistically, he should just go now, right? He should just go now because he's got a turret queued. I guess he's not entirely sure. I think maybe Futurama thinks he's okay, but APM is halfway done. He needs to go now. He doesn't obviously realize that APM is on the way. Wolverine's coming out. I guess maybe he suspects there is something happening. Gonna try to destroy the spike, but Tipsy is not making a move. APM almost completed now. Oh, he cancelled the turret. Oh my god, he's coming in now. There's no APM. APM is stalled. And oh, he's in so much trouble. He's going to get a harvester straight away, and he's just going to go for the refineries. Meanwhile, he does lose the spike. That infantry's going to back out. There's so much infantry here. How's he going to be able to stop this? APM is about to finish, but he's going to lose both of the refineries. Oh my god, this is devastating damage. Oh my god, if he can get that. If he could, he's stalled on money. Oh my god! Oh my god! He just got it. He just got it. Oh, if I think he's going to lose the game anyway. But if he did not get APM, 100% he loses the game. He's going to have to crush with the harvesters. He's going to go for the crush with the harvesters. Tipsy is paying attention. He will just kill the harvest. He's going to get the second wolf. Actually, he could actually flame down. He could actually flame down the MCV. Is he going to go for it? He's going to go for the. Oh my god! He's going to just go for the MCV. He doesn't care about the MRTs. He's going to go for it. He's going to get the air. He's going to get the MCV. This is massive. He's going to pay for it with the rest of his force, but I mean, dude, 2 refineries, a war factory, a comm center, and an MCV. That's just... And he sold it all off. He didn't even bother. Like, Futurama didn't check, right? He's got to go back and check, right? He can't just leave it there. So that means that the counterattack is going to be delayed. And Tipsy's like, all right, cool. He looks like he's taking some blue Tiberium. He's going back for more. Yeah, he lost his spike, unfortunately. I'd like to see him garrison that structure up just to be difficult. Yeah, he's actually going to come across this harvester. Yeah, but again, the counterattack was delayed because Futurama had to go and check the corner. And now Tipsy, yeah, because the thing is, behind this, he just set his own eco up, right? He doesn't have that much ground forces, but he can essentially just spam out a lot of rockets pretty quickly. The Pitbulls aren't going to be able to do too much. Battlemark is raging across this map. I'm not sure if he got that harvester. I think he got a harvester. Oh no, maybe it's that one. I'm not entirely sure. He will clean up again. I would have liked to see him take the garrison. That would have been better. Tipsy now has Scorp Tank, Rocket Squad, Cabal. Oh man, he's in a fantastic position. There's no doubt that Tipsy's in a fantastic position. I'm not sure if he lost his blue tip harvester or not. Maybe, not sure. These Scorp tanks, though, unfortunately, are just moving forward, and they haven't got the DPS to take out the MRTs. Because I think they're just repairing this up, right? He might get that one. He needs to get that one. He will get that one, but I mean, these tanks are going to be destroyed. A bit unfortunate. Tipsy going to move forward again. Tipsy could just simply burn down all the spikes. A few Wolverines made it to the corner, and oh my god, he had to build a crane. Has he got a lot of money? He's got about $5,000, so he can crane his way out of this. But for Tipsy, I mean, he's going for, I think he's just going to go for one clicks, right? He's just going to click the ref that comes down, and then he's just going to be, again, so far ahead. He's building something. It looks like a chem plant. He gets a spike. He's getting blue tib. He lost his other spike, so a lot of the spikes are paying the ultimate price here in this series so far. Has some units here. This is not going to be enough to fend off the 4 Wolverines, I don't think. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be quite enough there. He might need a turret. He's going to engage. Probably can get one of the Wolverines, but yeah, there's just too many Wolverines here. Enough to overrun these infantry forces. He will get a single Wolverine, but the remaining Wolverines will clean up. These Wolverines, unfortunately, there's not enough of them there to overrun. He actually used a decoy army there, so the decoy army is able to buffer and take a fair bit of damage, and he's going to overrun the last of these Wolverines. Yeah, Bike was not expecting that from that other game. A little bit passive from Tipsy. Oh my god, he's got a flame tank in here. He needs to flame this down. He's actually going to flame the crane down. Oh my god, he gets the crane, and he's not going to get the refinery because of that, but I mean, he can click this. Does he have a click plant? He does not have a click plant. Oh, I would have liked for him to go for a Tib Chem plant, because he could have got another ref. He could have got another ref. What's happening over here? A flame tank will clean out the main base. Some structures almost certainly would have been sold off. Oh my god, he's got an elite tank there. Does get taken out by that random Titan. Another tank in the corner. Not going to go down before it takes out these spikes, so things are getting gnarly. These turrets should be able to clean up over here. Is he going to get a Wolverine? He gets another Wolverine. Redeemer is out for Tipsy. And you know what? He's got the middle field. How's his economy looking? He's only got 5 and 2 on the Expo. He's got some harvesters floating around somewhere. I mean, blue tib for... Yeah, Tipsy just hasn't got that much economy, does he? Some random harvesters in the middle here now. He's going to put down a ref. He should be able to defend this out. I mean, he's got charged particle beam, and there's just not enough Wolverines, right? There's just not enough Wolverines. There's 3 Wolverines left up here, and it's not going to be enough. The Redeemer is here. He's going to be able to take and harvest the middle field. Futurama just going to fight to the death with those units. No, that last unit, that last Wolverine will back off. But I mean, with the crane down, he had to redeploy. And he's going for double War Factory Behemoth now. Double War Factory Behemoth. But I mean, Tipsy, again, just looking at his force, he doesn't quite have as much as I would like him to have. He actually put a rocket garrison inside the Redeemer. Not sure if he intended to do that. He's going to find the MCV perhaps before it can get to the low ground. No, he is going to be able to deploy there. He's going to start putting some damage on. He's actually going to just go in for the attack, right? Okay, he's going to go in for the attack. He's in flame range. There are 2 behemoths there, so those behemoths will start to do some damage. But the MCV, he's in flame range now, and this could be problems. I think he's going to turn the Redeemer around. Doesn't want to lose the Redeemer. He's going to get the MCV. Oh my god, Futurama's going to lose the MCV. That's devastating. He needs that MCV to make the push work, right? The push is not going to work without an MCV. He needs the buildings for cover. He needs the turrets. I mean, he's going to go anyway because, again, he does have forces here, but the Redeemer is going to escape. Doesn't have any ability to repair itself. He's going for Spectre Artillery. You know what? He doesn't have that much stuff, right? Battle marks. Not sure why those guys went back to that dry blue tib field. Tipsy just doesn't have that many forces here. He's in a little bit of trouble. I mean, there's actually 4 behemoth here. He's going to rage gen, but is that going to actually do anything? He's going to take rear armor damage. He will just sneak away. A little bit of sporadic damage there. Those harvesters are drawing fire. Are bikes coming in? I'm not sure what the bikes are for. Maybe he's going to try to get a flank off, but there's still too many supporting units here for Futurama, and he's just destroying the harvesters, right? He's like, well, I'm just going to destroy these harvesters. Spectre Artillery is firing, which means he's going to have to move to Spectre range. Spectres do outrange behemoths. Tipsy's just going to move those back. Titans are coming in, trying to get a crush off. They will kill more harvesters, but the harvesters here are backing up. A lot of harvesters have been destroyed. Titans now being thinned out. The remainder of Tipsy's ground forces, Futurama's ground forces are starting to thin, and when it's just going to be the behemoths, when it's just the behemoths, that's going to be the tricky part. The Redeemer is trying to move away, has just enough health But yeah, the remainder of these ground forces, Futurama is just reinforcing with more and more Wolverines. This has got to be annoying for Tipsy. Oh my god, it's just not happening for Tipsy, is it? There's too many Wolverines building up here now, and his MCV's trying to move forward. I don't know why he's trying to move forward, maybe to get Obelisk down. I'm not 100% sure. He doesn't have the Redeemer here, because if it's here, it's actually trying to escape still, because it's so badly damaged, and Futurama is actually making this happen. Oh my god. Tipsy's in so much trouble. He's trying to put down more of these turrets, but these 4 behemoths are just not being dealt with. I do know there is a flame tank around the back. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, what a throw. That is a massive throw in that series. And I said it from after the attack. I'm like, Tipsy didn't really build his economy up that much. He just sort of stuck with the economy he had, and then it just resulted in being very stagnant. Yeah, look at that. That's yeah. He only got 6,000. No. Yeah, only $6,000 more. That's not enough. That's not enough, right? It's not enough. What are we? We're Group B. Tipz versus Future. It just wasn't enough. The economy was just insufficient, right? He didn't use the advantage that he had, and unfortunately, he's just let that go down to just a handful of units. So that was very unfortunate. That was very unfortunate for Tipsy. Yeah, he'll be really disappointed with that game. Yeah, you can just feel it slipping away. He says he got greedy and made too many refs, but I don't think he made enough economy. Let's update the scoreboard. Yeah, I don't think he made enough economy. Oh, I should have just, yeah, massed inf. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't have more infantry. Yeah, Bicrush is having a heart attack. He did the same thing versus Bicrush, right? He just didn't take advantage of the... Like, he destroyed Futurama's entire base. His MCV, his war factory. You know, 2 refs. I actually didn't update the scoreboard. Yeah, 2 refineries, a war factory, a comm center, and an MCV. Imagine if he got the comm center before AP ammo completed as well. It did still, if he went just a second earlier, he would have got AP ammo as well. He would have stopped it. But nonetheless, Futurama is now switching it up to Blackhand. He decides he wants Blackhand. And Z plus Tipsy is also Blackhand on the top side. This is Tipsy's pick, though. It is Tipsy's pick. So he decided to take us to Tournament LA for the first time today. We, of course, had already seen Highlands before today. But yeah, Futurama gets a W. And oh man, Tipsy's going to be kicking himself right there. Masterleaf is like, oh, whew, dodged a bit of a bullet there. Again, I guess Masterleaf's still hoping somehow he can make it. But I mean, the dependency on these other games to go a certain way, it's going to be too much, right? I think it's going to be too much. We'll have to do the maths. So I'll be able to do some of the maths. It's going to be difficult because Senna's only played 2 games. Senna does play... No, Senna doesn't even play tomorrow, right? So doing the math is going to be difficult. There's a small chance. So Masterleaf, there is a very, very small mathematical chance that you can make the finals, but it's going to result... It's going to have to be... Tipsy literally cannot win another series. He cannot win another series. If Senna wins 1 game, he's all of a sudden going to be in contention for 3rd as well. So it's going to be a 3-way battle for 3rd by the looks of things. Double War Factory all in. There it is. It's double War Factory all in from Tipsy. He's not afraid. I think Futurama spotted it, right? He spotted it. Oh, he cancelled a ref. I think he was building a ref and he cancelled it because he doesn't have anything here, right? Yeah, he's just gone for a barracks and maybe even just putting like 1 laser turret down and then just selling up. I think would be beneficial because the laser turret is really beneficial, right? It draws fire. It will automatically recover the dead turrets unless it obviously takes the hub down. But the hub has a lot of health, right? So you don't want to be wasting time shooting at a hub. He's not going to do it though. He's just going to go for rocket squads. There's only 1 Raider buggy here. Tipz. We saw Tipz do this versus Masterleaf. Actually, no, he did it a bit different versus Masterleaf where he didn't wait to build up. This time he has waited to build up, and now Futurama's got so many rocket squads. I mean, oh, he's so lucky not to lose a bike there as well. Actually, no one lost anything in that little tussle there. Tipsy just bringing his forces together. I think he's going to try to go for the enemy spike. Yeah, he's got the enemy spike on his mind. Future will just power through. Yeah, that's the concern, right? Because Futurama he'll never give up until he's actually legitimately dead and out of the game. Even if he's in a bad spot, he won't give up. He'll just keep fighting because he comes back a lot, right? Oh my god, those 2 tanks really badly damaged. He's going to have to go in surely and get them. He's going to get one. Raider buggies now taking on the rocket squads. There's just not enough Raider buggies, right? Not enough Raider buggies. They will be destroyed, and there's still a ton of rocket squads here. This is not turning out very well. Tipsy just lost the majority of his forces. Yeah, Futurama only has 2 harvesters. Sorry, 3 harvesters now. Tipsy has a 3rd harvester. He did get the spike. That's nice. He's got the garrison. Will be tricky for Futurama to get that back. I mean, it is outside the range, so I mean, not that tricky. All in 2025, wild. Yeah, we don't see this type of all in very often anymore. But I mean, it's been 50-50, right? Half the time it works, half the time it doesn't. So it's a valid strategy still. It still works, but you know, it all comes down to scouting, the decisions that are made. And look at this. Yeah, Futurama now has a 2nd refinery, and he's got 4 harvesters out. He still has the rocket squads here, so he's going to be just fine. He's got Scorpion tanks. Yeah, Tipsy realizes it. He realizes he's dead. I mean, sure he could have fought, but he's quite far behind. Not much to say about that game, really. Yeah, Futurama already off to a screamer. He's already off to a screamer. Yeah, Bike's already called it. I don't think Tipsy should be taking Futurama on the Black Hand Mirror. I don't think that's a good idea. Tipsy saying is a bit tired because he's been on for 9 hours straight. I mean, that's the thing. I asked him about if he wanted to do this and he said yes. Traveler Blackhand. Futurama wants to... No, sorry. Tipsy wants to go travel. I think he's going to go all in. If Futurama's watching the stream, or if he watched the earlier stream, he might suspect this. Let me just fix the scoreboard. So Tipsy gets the map pick. He's gone for Odyssey. He's gone for Travel 59. Are we going to see the all-in legs? Meanwhile, Futurama has a nice 2-zip lead in the series. The first game was very lucky to pull it back again. He just simply powered through, as you would say. Tipsy just yet not able to capitalize on that insane lead he had. I've never seen a lead that big in a game be squandered. It's got to be one of the biggest leads I think's ever been squandered. But we'll see what he's going to do. He's not actually going for the fast leg, so it's not going to be an all-in from Tipsy now. Again, maybe he's wondering if Futurama watched the stream earlier today, because Tipsy did do that all-in Descent Rush on this map. He did the all-in Descent Rush. Throws the grenades. Does he get... I don't think he gets the... No, he doesn't get the... It doesn't hit the buzzers, so all the buzzers will survive. And the thing about buzzers is you can just send them to the tip fields and they'll just re-heal, which is a nice touch. Futurama not too concerned. Probably a Raider Buggy though. Yeah, Raider Buggy comes out. He's like, alright, I'm against Traveler. I don't want to die to the fast units. It's actually going to go and cut off the scouts. So, but seeing the Raider Buggy again is a bit of a cue. When you see a really early Raider Buggy, it's basically for scouting. It's not for an all-in. Like, I guess you could try to throw the other guy off, but it's generally not how the sequence of the builds go. Powers down the war factory to get that refinery out. Micros the harvester as well. Tipsy not as tired as he makes out to be. Maybe throw on some mind games at Futurama. Well, I can see looking out the window and I can see dawn. The sun isn't up yet, but you can see on the horizon it's a bit dim. because of course I did start this stream at 3:30 AM Australian time, because these guys requested to, well, I specifically did these types of streams to, one, to avoid the Archon tournament, and two, because I thought Nash would be playing a bit more, but Nash is not actually playing at all. Like, the Americans love this time zone. We will see Cyberstorm tomorrow. He'll be playing Drive, but yeah, I think once you get to like 20 GMT, that's the latest these guys are willing to play, because they're in Europe. 20 GMT is getting, like, you know, I think it's like 10 PM for Russians or something like that, so they don't want to be playing at like midnight or anything, so they won't generally opt in for games beyond 20 GMT. But yeah, we will try to get streams whenever we can. Again, after this weekend, we'll only have 5 group matches remaining, so probably only one more stream, maybe 2 tops, and we're into the finals. So it is progressing. The tournament's progressing quite well. Yeah, it's been chugging along. It's been making quite good progress, and the groups have, you know, they're really formed up. We're going to have 3 players at the end of this weekend who have played all 4 of their games. Masterleaf, Cyberstorm, and Futurama will have completed all their games. Yeah, last week we saw the Group A show. This week it's sort of the Group B show. Bike Rush will be... Yeah, Bike Rush will be in tomorrow. He'll be playing Futurama. So if Futurama wins this, the pressure is off. He knows he's basically shotgun second position. No one can knock him out of second position. Futurama could even just try to beat Bike Rush and just win the whole group. If that does happen, though, that would separate Masterleaf and Bike Rush in the bracket in the finals, and they might not face off until the grand finals, so you never know. Tipsy now just getting attacked by these Raider buggies. Doesn't have fast legs just yet. What's going on down there? Scouting. He likes to scout. Tipsy likes to scout with the gunwalkers, doesn't he? And look at this. There's so many Raider buggies coming. He has to put down a photon cannon. He needs to stop building disintegrators because there's too many Raider buggies there right now. And still no fast legs. He's trying to get it. It's almost done. Yeah, we're going to see Raider buggy Scorpion. Yeah, nobody is you, Bike Rush. Tip's done. Tipz is not done in this map, though. He's actually got an assimilator out, maybe to capture the tower. I like the tower capture. He just needs to make sure he's not going to get cut off here. This might be a very expensive assimilator for Futurama, though. I think, oh my god, he's going to get in range of all these units. I don't think it's worth it. He's going to get the assimilator, but oh my god, how many units is he going to lose? Oh, he's losing tank after tank and Raider buggy after Raider buggy. More tanks, oh my god. That was the most expensive assimilator in the history of Kane's Wrath. He probably lost about $5,000 or $6,000 worth of stuff to kill a $500 unit, and Tipsy immediately decides, you know what? I'm going to counterattack flame tanks. Oh, they're annoying, but he is against Traveler, so he's actually going for shock troopers. Wow, did he sell? Oh, I thought he was going to sell his drone ship. Quad portal, that's crazy. I would like to see at least 1 or 2 cultists just for sitting in the base, so that when the flame tank rocks up, you can just instantly capture those units. Yeah, these shock troopers, unfortunately, going to run straight into the flame tank. Oh my god, they need to be shooting at the flame tank. They will get it, which is a good catch. It's a good catch. He's going to destroy it before it can really do much at all. A couple of Seekers go down. Does he have the tower? He does have the tower. Tipsy did recapture, or will end up going back to capture that tower. Yeah, he's going to pick off these Raider buggies. Raider buggies not particularly good. I'm pretty sure the shock troopers, I'm not sure if they do rocket or cannon damage. I can't actually remember. Cannon damage is better versus buggies than rocket damage. They do have a annoyingly large resistance to rockets. But Tipz has this heavy tier 1 force though. He's going to attack from 2 directions, and this is the thing, is Futurama going to be able to withstand this? Takes a harvester out straight away. Could get the next harvester. Oh my god, there's actually more harvesters. I didn't see this. He's going to take 3rd harvester out. He should be able to get a 4th harvester. He gets it, and now I think he's just going to run for it, right? He's going to teleport. If the teleport's still on cooldown, he might have to turn and just face off against some of these guys. Oh, there's a blue flame tank, and there's actually no... Oh, where are those guys going? They need to attack that blue flame tank. The rest of the shocks will get out. They need to watch out. There's a lot of Cabals there. They will ultimately squeeze by. That force is over there. Oh my god, he doesn't quite get the tier 1.5, but he did get a refinery. Oh my god, Cabal's ranking up on shocks. That's not good. He will overrun this tower. That wasn't too bad for Tipsy. He killed a lot of harvesters, right? He killed a lot of harvesters, and Futurama has, yeah, it's quite a random mix of forces going for charged particles, almost certainly going for charged particles. Tipsy doesn't pull all of his forces back, so he is going to have to engage. He's going to take out some of these units here. I don't know how even the trade's going to be. Battle marker over there. Another flame tank gets its way into the base, and this is why I would like Tipsy to have just 1 or 2 cultists, one sitting in each field. That way when the flame tank rocks up, he can take it out. He's going to get that flame tank in one hit. He needed to, because if it fired at him, he would have been dead. Tipsy did take the Emp spike, but it's just been destroyed by the flame infantry. Probably going to lose his tower as well. It doesn't have any power. You'd like to save that. That would be a good tower to save, but again, still no power. On the buzzer hive, he's going to lose that defensive tower. That's unfortunate, right? Because again, it's very good in that position there. And still no power, so he's just going to lose these units here as well. Infantry moving across the map. Not much there to contend with it. Does have the expansion point. Ref is down. Tipsy does have one of the Tiberium spikes, so he's rocking 3 spike. Still trying to clean those infantry up. He's going to come down here. He's going to find charged particle. He's going to snipe it down one shot. He's going to snipe down the... Oh my god, that might have been a mistake. He teleported into the danger. I would have saved the teleportation to get out of danger. Oh my god, this attack force, there's nothing here to stop it. There's a photon cannon and some disintegrators that are just getting destroyed. I think Tipsy might be dead. He was looking so good. I mean, if he can hold this attack out, maybe. Disintegrators trying to raid there, not going to work. He's got a lot of buzzer hives back here. And we can see the shock troopers coming up from behind. Yeah, look at that. He's going to be able to snipe down some of the vehicles. The Scorp tanks don't want to see these shock troopers. A lot of buzzers in this area. He's actually got 4 buzzer hives, so no shortage of buzzers here to kill the infantry. They just need to get on top of them. He's going to teleport in. I mean, realistically, the Raider buggies might just be able to take out the shock troopers. Oh my god, 2 for 1. Look at that. He's actually going to be able to destroy all these forces. This is pretty crazy. Again, Futurama actually has quite a lot of Raider buggies. He might just be able to take on the... You know, might just be able to take on the shock troopers, right? I think he's going to take them on now. Does he have enough? That's the question. Tipsy is focusing. I think Tipsy might look, yeah, he might go for a retreat, teleport, retreat. He did kill quite a bit, enough to hold the attack, so he has held the attack. He's only got 1 ref. Futurama has 2 ref, plenty of harvesters. Again, Futurama is just a solid player, and that's it. Tipz drops it. I mean, it didn't look too bad for him, but yeah, that's the thing. Futurama is just he's a reliable player. He's got a reliable source of income. You know, he puts proper economy down. He puts proper unit comps down. He just makes it happen. And now he's 3-0 up in the series. Oh, this is going to be fantastic for Futurama, that's for sure. Let's just update the scoreboard. Yeah, it's not looking good. I think the longer the series goes on, the more Futurama will get a stranglehold on the series itself. But what do you guys reckon? How's the chat going? Tipz just throwing his advantages. Yeah, like, he does get advantages. I like the first shock attack, but I think after that, he shouldn't have continued to pursue so many shocks, right? Like, he should have started to transition out of it and just keep, like, a nice hit squad of shocks, because that's the thing. Futurama's just going to pour on more and more and more. Yeah, good unit composition from Futurama. Again, he's just a rock-solid player, right? He's a rock-solid player. And he doesn't do anything particularly special, but he's just very reliable. He doesn't have a bad game, right? Every game is pretty good. And if you just do something, you know, exceptional against him, you'll win. But the thing is, if you just play stock, he's going to play stock better than you. Overspending on shocks, yeah. Again, I like the shocks, but again, they got to a point where he should have cut shock production. And instead he stuck with it, and Futurama just got better and better and better at it over the course of the game. Like, it just wasn't going to happen. Scoreboard is up. So Futurama will start in the north side, a tournament Dust Bowl, no poker. Tipz, he's starting the south side. Again, people are like, oh no, it's blue versus cyan again. Yeah, it's blue versus cyan. And it's even worse now because they're both blackhand. Blackhand, again, pretty crummy win rate against the other factions in this tournament. Very high pick rate, second highest pick rate, but only the 6th most successful faction. But I guess it depends who's playing the faction, right? You got to remember that sometimes when you're looking at these statistics, obviously lower players might be picking the faction a lot as well. But yeah, Tipz needs to stem the flow right now, because if he goes 0-4, then it's at that point it's a blowout. He's not going to be able to make a meaningful impact on the series. And you know, percentage is important, because right now Masterleaf is barracking for Futurama because he wants Tipsy's percentage to tank, and realistically it probably will, because Tipsy went 5-1 versus Bike, or sorry, 1-5. And if he goes 0-5 versus Futurama, that's going to really hurt his hip pocket. Masterleaf, of course, took that devastating 0-5 versus Bike Rush. Again, after this match, I think it's going to come down to the center show. It's really going to heavily depend on the center game. If Tipsy beats center, whoa, that's it for Masterleaf. But if center beats Tipsy, center's percentage is actually not too bad, right? So either way, that game is going to be an absolute massive game. Not for those two, well, it is for those two players, but also for Masterleaf. It's going to come down to the score. Like, one player's going to have to win by a certain score length, or the other player's going to have to win by a certain score length, and if neither player achieves that, they're both going to eliminate themselves. It's going to be wild, really. It is going to be wild. Yeah, again, keep thinking back to that first shock run in that last game. It was a fantastic shock run. He lost only a handful of squads. He got 5 harvesters or something. But then after that, he continued to pile on more and more shocks. But Futurama's just piling on more and more anti-infantry because he sort of knows, right? And it's like, he should have just gone for Traveler Tech, you know, pumped out a tripod or two, and you know, maybe even the hexapod, and just got disintegrators. Oh my god, oh, I'm tired. What time is it? It's 6:20 AM in the morning, and the sun is not quite up yet. I can see more sun on the horizon though. It's not over the horizon. Nothing much happening in this game. Neither side decided to all in. It's just a standard eco build, so we're not missing anything particularly special. Senna has been playing really well. We saw Senna in 2 games. He actually lost both of his games, so yeah, he's playing alright. Obviously he's not playing, like, he could have won those series, right? He could have beaten Masterleaf, he could have beaten Futurama. It just, on the day, he just got rolled. He didn't get rolled, but he just sort of couldn't make it happen at the end. So a bit unfortunate for Senna, but with the result we just saw, Senna is looking at this. If he's watching the stream, he's like, alright, cool. I sort of am getting a clearer picture on what I need to do to try to squeeze my way into the finals. Both sides just heavily scouting each other as well, just making sure they're not going to get jumped by any cheese. But it is just Scorp Tank Infantry for Futurama. He likes his Scorp Tank Infantry. You know what we haven't seen for a little while? We haven't seen a hardcore Scorp spam versus Scorp spam. That's something that we have been missing, I think, for a little while. It's a strategy you used to see all the time, not as much anymore, but yeah. Wouldn't mind seeing just a massive Scorp v Scorp spam to the end of time, because those are really intense, right? They're all about positioning. They're about numbers to an extent. Numbers obviously are very important, but it's mainly about positioning. Usually the numbers are pretty even. But yeah, we could be looking at hardcore Scorps here, probably Dozer Blades, as soon as he gets the power back online. Power's back online for Futurama. No Dozer Blades coming, maybe. I mean, he's got the infantry upgrades here, so maybe he's just getting the Scorpion tanks for some early defense. Tipsy, on the other hand, is going for Dozers, unless it's going to be quad turrets, but I doubt it will be quad turrets. At least not at this stage in the game. Infantry are fanning out. What's going on there? Oh, he must have thrown the grenades. I didn't spot that. Tipsy's actually got a squad there. Scorp tanks moving out. Is he going to go for... No, he's still not going for Dozers, so he's obviously not looking at pursuing the Scorp tanks long term. Dozer's halfway done for Tipsy, so his tanks will be superior in terms of the additional armor capabilities that the Dozer Blades provides. But I mean, Futurama probably doesn't care that much because he's got infantry upgrades. Yeah, and he's in the city as well, so the tanks are going to be really hard pressed to engage in the city because Futurama can literally just jump into any one of many buildings at his disposal, and it will just become a killing field then for those Scorp tanks. So Scorp tanks will be destroyed. I mean, Tipz, he does have tech. He does have tech. He does have doze. He's actually going for quad turrets as well. Could see multi-MCV. Tanks sitting in the field. Oh, we're going to see multi-MCV. It's already out. It's already out. What is Futurama doing in response? He does have his own tech center. He hasn't expanded. All Tipsy needs to deploy, which he will do. So there are some units here. But yeah, these Scorp tanks are coming along. Futurama is actually going to get trapped. He's going to get trapped in the bottom of the map. And look at this. Tipsy's going to be able to close in and destroy all of these tanks. These tanks are basically dead. They're not going to get through. The infantry for Futurama is moving across the map. Yeah, gets the tanks. Nice cleanup. Nice catch. Tipz lost almost nothing in that engagement, by the way. He's at this expansion. He's going to camp the expansion. He's got quad turrets. Futurama's going to have to go for the other expansion problem. Oh my god. Are you for real? They're both doing the multi-MCV and they both expanded to each other's third base. This is crazy. Redeemer Engineer. It's almost done. He's almost got the Redeemer out. Unless that's something else. It's got to be the Redeemer, right? Tipz went for Eco. He doesn't have his own Redeemer. This field's a little wide open. I don't think Tipz realizes what's happening. I don't think he realizes that Futurama is there. Actually, both of them just built the Redeemer. Oh, it's over here. Yeah, Tipz doesn't realize, but Futurama does, because Futurama had tanks here, so Futurama knows. But this is a problem. Tipz has a double ref, and he's got 4 harvesters, so that's actually nice eco. If he can just buy, you know, another 60 seconds or so, he's really going to feel the effects of that. Futurama, on the other hand, will put down a ref. I think he's going for another ref now. Where did Tipsy send his Redeemer? He's kept his Redeemer here at the base, which is good, because if it's Redeemer versus Redeemer, then Futurama will ultimately either lose his Redeemer or have to retreat if he goes into Tipsy's base, that is. Tipsy's actually going to move the MCV forward. He must be smelling this out by now. He must be like, hey, where's your MCV? Why are you not trying to expand? Yeah, look, there's a tank there. He sent 1 tank over, and that tank's purely to go and have a look, right? It's just to go have a look. And as soon as he sees that, he's like, oh crap, you're there. He's going to put down these quad turrets, which will be able to thin the infantry out. This is going to be an interesting game. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. They've both done the same thing, which is a really... When one person does it, it's fine, but when 2 people do it, it gets kind of awkward. That tank's going to be cleaned up. Tipz has a lot of forces here. Oh, Futurama's going to have to move those harvesters here. He's going to lose 1 harvester for sure. The other harvester is probably going to be destroyed. He's got a lot of infantry here, actually. MCV is here. He's going to go for the crush. The crush is going in. There's an obelisk there, though. A second obelisk. I'm not sure if this is going to work out too well for Tipsy. He should be able to clean up a lot of the infantry just purely with the crush. But 1 obelisk will fall. Yeah, the question is, there's going to be another round of obelisk coming in. He's actually not doing too badly here. He's going to go for the power plants. There's 3 fully upgraded power plants here. No counter-attack happening over there. Harvester will be destroyed. We'll keep an eye on this engagement now. He's going to get another power plant. And that's the thing, right? The power plants have paper-thin armor, so you can actually destroy them really quickly. A lot of people just don't do it, right? They don't bother with them, but if you can actually destroy them really quickly. Another harvester, another refinery is down. This whole area is shut down. Futurama's not too fussed because there's no Tib there. Going to drive back into that obelisk. We got something else happening down here. Looks like the Redeemer is engaging. Tipsy's Redeemer is here as well. It's going to be Redeemer versus Redeemer. He's going to move his units in. Tipsy's going to go for the crush move to try to thin out the rocket squads. Doesn't quite get the perfect crush move on. Meanwhile, he has fallen back over here. Futurama's going to back his Redeemer out because he knows that eventually if he stays here too long, he will lose the fight. He's taking a lot of damage though because he's being fired at from the rear. And look at the tanks going through the middle, but there are some rocket squads here. Not enough, though, really, to stop this tank force. More rockets over here as well. This is nice, but, I mean, he's just going to go for it. Oh, Tipz needs to move his tanks. He's just on an attack order. He needs to move his tanks to get everything forward, but it's not going to matter. He's going to get the Redeemer. Redeemer is down. It has fallen. Tipsy might be looking to... he might be okay. He's got the Redeemer into the enemy base. There's only 1 obelisk here. Futurama does not have a standing army at this location, and the tanks are coming in. There's nothing here to counter this. He's going to try to obby wall his way to victory, but is that going to be enough? He's going to destroy the refinery. He's going to start working on the obelisk. The Redeemer still has a lot of health. Meanwhile, an MCV was destroyed. Oh my god, I lost an MCV, but the quad turrets ultimately will bog that down. I think he's going to lose this MCV here though. Yeah, Futurama going to lose his MCV. Once that's down, he could simply just take the ref down. The build radius is gone. Tipsy is going to break this base, and that's going to be the end of the game because Tipsy's third base will not be broken. He won't be able to get in there, and Futurama's economy is dead. Tipsy does it. He pulls one back, and at the perfect time as well. He needed that victory really badly. So he has stabilized. Yeah, it could have been a 2-2, but it's going to be a 3-1. So Tipz hanging in there. He's hanging in there. If you're a Tipz fan, you know, hold on. He did that. He did the late game a lot better than Futurama did then. Again, Futurama just played stock, but Tipsy just had the extra fuel in the tank to get that done. It's going to be Futurama's map pick. Yeah, everyone's calling for Tipz now. Again, there's a 60-second delay on the stream. I have got the stream on another, whatchamacallit, another screen. So Futurama is going to get the first map pick in this series now. The first time he gets to pick the map. We'll have to see what he's going to do with that. He's just thinking about it. Yeah, that's the thing, like winning games, it's because Masterleaf right now is hardcore looking at the percentage, the win rate. So if players are tied on match wins, it goes to the game difference and then the win rate. So that's going to be critical, right? Yeah, Futurama is, he says he's checking the map pool because he's taking quite some time picking a map. Oh, yeah, Future threw his tanks. Yeah, I mean, he didn't get dozer blades, right? He wasn't intending to build a lot of tanks, but losing all those tanks on the left flank really hurt because if he had those tanks with the infantry up the top, he probably could have done a better job defending out that push from Tipsy. But ultimately, the push that killed him was the one on the right, Twilight City. Oh, we're going to see Twilight City again. This is one of the maps. I think it's only been picked twice or something like that. So yeah, not one that's been picked very often. Tipsy doesn't even know the spike locations on Twilight City. Are you for real? Blackhand Traveler. Futurama going Traveler? Yeah, it is. They're going to flip. So this time, Tipz is going to stay as Blackhand. Futurama's going to show us how to play Traveler. Just get the scoreboard up. Traveler. There we go. So yeah, starting on the north side, playing as the Blackhand, it's going to be Tipz. And that means Futurama, he's the one that's decided to switch across and play Traveler. 59 on Twilight City. Goes for his assimilators. Is he going for a tier 1.5? No, he's not. He's going for a refinery. Tipz is going to spread out his cabals. He's going to go for the 2 spikes. He actually asked in the chat how many spikes on this level, which is a really bad thing to ask because it really shows that Tipsy is not familiar with the map, which is really strange because this map is more than 10 years old now. This map is more than 10 years old. It's not super common, I suppose, but it's not uncommon. I guess it's a little bit, it leans a bit more towards uncommon than sitting in the common area, you know, but yeah, I've seen some fantastic games. I actually like playing on this map as well. It's quite good. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that as well. Tipsy doesn't, he's never really been known as a 1v1 player, right? He's always been known as a 2v2 player, and despite what people desperately try to think and say and push in the narrative, like 2v2 and 1v1 in this game is a completely separate game, right? It's a completely separate game. It's not the same thing. It's a completely different game. But yeah, nonetheless, Tipsy is in this 1v1 tournament, and he's not, so far, he's not doing too bad. Again, I didn't mind his showing versus Bike Rush, and I felt that he could have done a bit better. Got an extra game win or 2 off of Bike Rush. And yeah, playing versus Masterleaf. I mean, Masterleaf does defeat himself, but Tipsy still did, you know, some pretty decent stuff. But yeah, he came out swinging against Futurama and then really just sort of fell in a heap the 2 games after that. But yeah, he has pulled it back. Maybe he can stabilize now. Another victory here would really bring things right back into contention. But again, if Futurama wins, he'll be on match point, and it's going to be insurmountable. Tipsy, I think, needs to be on at least 2 wins, preferably 3, before we could possibly see Futurama take it to the match game. Just keeping an eye on things here. Just a standard eco build, so no one doing anything too crazy now. Futurama did move to his expansion. He's already there. Tipsy's already there. He's about to place down his first structure. Probably going to be a refinery. Yeah, refinery comes down. Futurama a little bit behind as well. A little bit behind. Yeah, don't worry. I'm on point with the technical capabilities of the stream. I've got a lot better at it. Yeah, every now and then there's some stream issues. When we first started the streams in the tournament, he's actually going to get a harvester kill. This is crazy. This is crazy. Let's just reconcentrate back on this game. 3 Seeker Tanks. That's really bad for Tipsy, losing a harvester to the 3 Seeker Tanks. He's going to lose that Raider Buggy as well. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's just a nice pickup from Futurama, right? And now he's going to go for Disintegrators. He's got another harvester here. He has a nice early lead in this game. Tipsy has to replace that harvester. I mean, it's just 1 harvester loss, so at the end of the day, it's fine. Like, obviously, that's going to be great for Futurama. But yeah, it's not something you want to lose that early on, especially just 3 Seeker Tanks. Here come the infantry upgrades for Futurama. Battle marker there. It's going to be a Buzzer Swarm. Spikes not under threat anytime soon. A Simulator comes out. Once he gets fast legs, yeah, he's almost certainly going to be going for the enemy spike. It's a very easy spike to capture, especially if you're Mock or Traveller, where you have those fast leg engineers. It's out in the open, it's easy to get to. You can just run in, it's very hard to defend. Bikes just warding off the Seeker Tanks. Good control by Futurama though. I like this gameplay. He's containing a Blackhand player, and he's going for Blue Tiberium. Completely undefended harvester, but I guess he feels confident enough to send it out there. Yeah, he takes the spike, so he's now on 3 spike tech. I'm not sure if Tipsy is aware of the fact that there is a Disintegrator to run by, because he's going to attack with the Seeker Tanks at the same time. Tipsy's going to be fully distracted. Oh my god, he's actually just going to pull back because he realizes it's a bit too much. And Tipsy responds very quickly, but is it going to be enough to save the second harvester? He's going to lose 2 harvesters. He's got the... If he loses 3, that's just going to be devastating. He should be able to save it. I think it's going to be so close. Oh my god, he lost it. He lost it. That's 3 harvesters to a Descent run by, and he comes back in. He's got the Storm Column down. He's probably going to call in the repair drones, and this is a disaster for Tipsy. He's already lost 4 harvesters in this game. I think Futurama is making the plays that he needs to play now to make in order to secure a victory on Twilight City. And Tipsy just having a bit of trouble. He will get rid of some of these Seeker Tanks. He should be okay to defend this out now. But yeah, nonetheless, his economy is being slowed down. These harvesters are being pulled off the line. He's trying to kite backwards and forwards, which I like. But again, for Futurama, he's not only is he destroying harvesters, he's forcing other harvesters to be pulled off the line, which means that they're not harvesting at all. Disintegrators coming in. Oh my god, he's just got some random disintegrators coming in. He's going to get another harvest kill. Oh, this is just a nightmare. Tipsy, at this point, has taken critical damage. I don't think that's recoverable at this stage of the game. We've seen a total of 5 harvesters get sniped down already. It depends what's he got left. Oh, he's got an idle harvest. He realizes it though. He gets it back to work. He's only got 3 harvesters yet. That's it. It's done. There's no point fighting that. I mean, Futurama's harvested half of his next field. He's so far ahead. Tipsy knows the writing is on the wall. Yeah, but again, Futurama just too strong, right? Too strong. Where are we? Yeah. And that's it. That's going to be it's going to be match point now. It's going to be 4-1 in the series. So Futurama looking to end this one. What time is it now? So 5:30. So we're probably going to have a lot shorter series than last time. We had a 9-game series, and we're looking at potentially just a 6-game series here. It is match point though. Things look so good at the start for Tipsy, right? But yeah, it's one of those things, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. And it's a long series, so it's not as if one mistake costs you everything. It's usually a series of mistakes. So Futurama wants to change Scrin Vanilla. And again, like I mentioned earlier, the reason why Reaper was missing from one of those graphs is because they don't have any percentage, and I couldn't be bothered making the adjustments to have a 0% show up on that. But yeah, no one has picked Reaper at all. It's pretty shocking because, I mean, Reaper's it's not a bad faction. It's not the most powerful, but it's still a very powerful. Are you serious? Are they going to go Scrin? I don't think we've seen a Scrin mirror. We've seen like Traveler mirrors, but I don't think we've seen a Scrin Vanilla mirror in the tournament just yet. This is pretty crazy. Both sides just going, you know what? I'm going to go Scrin as well. Let's just fix the scoreboard. So yeah, we have a Scrin mirror, and the map is Six City. It's Tipsy's pick. This could be where it all ends for Tipsy in this series. So Futurama is on the south side playing as Cyan. Tipsy, he's on the north side. He is playing as Blue. Almost said purple. Double Assimilator comes out. Again, they are Scrin Vanilla, so there's no fast legs. There's no fast leg. Yeah, Tipsy is a little bit tired. He did mention in the chat that he is a bit tired and that Senna had warned him not to accept the 2 games. Now, I want to make it very clear that, look at this, this is actually really mean, isn't it? If he gets the engineer, you got to be mad. Yeah, Futurama. Tipsy was aware, like when I asked him, like, hey, are you okay for 2 games in a row? Oh my god, what's happening here? He's going to lose Assimilator. Is Tipsy just going to... Tipsy's done. Oh my god, he lost an Assimilator and he's decided, you know what, he's out. That's a bit unfortunate that he just did tap out there. But, I mean, I guess he saw the writing on the wall. Doesn't want to fight it out. It's a bit unfortunate. But nonetheless, Tipsy has lost that series. Tipsy has lost. Let's update that. It's going to be a 5-1 to Futurama. Yeah, it's really unfortunate that he didn't try to fight that. What's the date? Yeah, a bit of a lackluster end. Oh. Bit of a lackluster end to that series there. But yeah, I mean, Futurama was just proving to be too powerful there. I mean, for Futurama, this is fantastic. He is now 100% guaranteed second position in the tournament in his group. He cannot end up anywhere else but second. 2 buzzers lost to 1. Okay, apparently Tipsy lost 2 buzzers to 1 there. He lost 2 to 1, and now that's going to be, yeah, that's it. It's a 5-1. So if we look at the ladder, maybe because I got a bit of time, I can just go ahead and update the ladder for you right now. Let me have a look and see if I can do that for you now, and we can actually have a look, and you guys can do the maths. The thing is, Sender needs to play 2 more games, so we can't do all the maths. Let's have a look. What do we got? I'm going to quickly update the scores so you guys can have a look at the ladder. So Futurama 3, 15, 7. What is he now? Oh my god, he's +8. Okay. Let's grab the calculator out. I'll have to double check these. I'm just doing them really quickly. What's he got? 22 games. 68.2. Yeah, his percentage went up. And that means Masterleaf. Let's update him as well. Masterleaf is, oh my god, he's in so much trouble. You guys, when I release this here now, so what did he get? He lost 5 more games, so he's on 18. And he won 4. Oh my god, is he negative? What is he negative? He's -6. Oh, god damn. So he played 30. Masterleaf's percentage is not good. Wait, that can't be right. Let me just have a look here. So how can his percentage go up? Okay, I'll have to double check that later. Really, his percent went up. Let me just have a look here. Am I just retarded and can't do maths? Oh, Marcy's already messaging me. Oops. Where's Masterleaf? Yeah, so 21 games. Yeah, his win rate actually goes up. I guess, yeah, no, that makes sense, yeah. And then let's update Tipz. What did Tipz win? 5, 6 games. 4, 9 games. Alright, Tipz is on -7, so he is below Leaf at the moment. $33.3. Yeah, Tipz didn't. He needed to not lose that by as much as he did. He lost it by a little bit too much. So let's have a look. I've almost finished updating the ladder, and I'll give you guys a quick peek at it. What's Masterleaf on? Yeah, Futurama takes back top spot temporarily at least. Right, that looks pretty good. All right, let me just do a quick once over. I will have to double check this these results. So I'm just rushing this out real quick just so you guys can have a look at it. All right, let's have a look at this. All right, I'm just about to re-update this now. There we go. So if we have a look at this, now we only had Group B games today, so don't worry about Group A. And I will have to veto, double check these results because they're not 100% yet. But this is what it looks like. So Futurama goes straight to top spot again. He will retake top spot just because he's won 3 games. So he's there purely based on his wins, because you get ranked in match wins first, and then you get ranked in your win-loss and percentage second. Bike Rush still sits in second, so you expect him to make a move. Masterleaf currently sits in third. All right, he currently sits in third because Tipz didn't do well in that Futurama. If he just won 1 more game, I guess he really needed to win 2 more games, didn't he? Because his percentage still wouldn't be good. It might have been okay. And Senna is sitting on the bottom purely because he hasn't won a series yet. But the thing is, and this is going to be really important, Tipz versus Senna. Tipz versus Senna, that's going to be the be-all, end-all, right? Because if Tipz wins that series, boom, he qualifies. If Senna wins, maybe Senna's percentage is high enough that he can take Leaf's spot. That's what it's going to come down to. The only other game is Bike Rush versus Futurama, which doesn't really matter because it's 1v2, and Bike Rush versus Senna, so Senna's probably not going to win that, let's be realistic, unless there's a miracle win there. So yeah, Tipz versus Senna is going to be the big one to watch for Group B when that map comes in. I can't really do the stats screen updated because I have to go and make the graphs, and that will take time, and I'll have to confirm the results. But I will, obviously, in tomorrow's stream when we start it, I'll show you some of the statistics updated, yeah, like I did at the start of this stream. But yeah, for now, this is what the extended series looks like. Now, tomorrow we have a Group A match. The Group A match is going to be Dry versus Cyberstorm, and then we also have Bike Rush versus Futurama from Group B. So tomorrow we have that last Group B game for Futurama, and he probably doesn't care that much because he's either getting first or second, and that means in the finals bracket he will be split up from Bike Rush, and that's the best outcome for Futurama. Yeah, but yeah, Group B is going to be the Tipz Senna game. That's obviously going to be arranged probably next week. Senna will probably have to play a double header, or maybe I'll split them on the 2 days apart. And that's really going to be the be-all, end-all there. But yeah, Tipz again sits in 4th position because, again, he has a match win, and that's why he's currently above Senna. His percentage, obviously, and his game difference is not that crash hot, so expect him to fall. Yeah, Tipz, that's the thing. I'm looking at this, I'm like, hey, Tipz might beat Senna with the way we've seen him play, right? It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. I don't know who's going to win that series. Either player could win that series right now. So yeah, technically, yeah, if you're watching this, Leaf is technically, mathematically still in with a chance. Imagine qualifying with just 1 win. I mean, the tournament is a bit lenient. We're taking 3 out of the 5 players, so it's not as if it was top 2, it'd just be a little bit too brutal. So yeah, what Masterleaf needs to have happen, he 100% needs Tipsy to lose to Senna. Tipsy has to lose to Senna. If Tipsy wins, boom, that's it, Masterleaf's out. If Senna beats Tipsy, and assuming Senna loses to Bike Rush, if Senna beats Tipsy, it's going to come down to percentage. And we can't do that right now because Senna has 2 games to play. We can't figure that out. We're going to need Senna to be down to his last game in order to figure that out. Yeah. The Bike versus Future Hype, that's actually going to be a fun match, right? Because both players are going to be like, yeah, whatever, let's just go and smash each other with crazy stuff, because it doesn't really matter at the end of the day for those players. Yes, getting first place is good because you bypass the quarterfinals, which means guaranteed higher cash prize. But I think both of those players are just going to be going in, no pressure, Futurama probably won't care if he loses. Crush probably won't care too much if he wins. And I know I'm calling it. Futurama obviously can beat Crush. We have seen him beat Crush before. He's not the favorite. -6 doesn't sound good. Yeah, -6 doesn't sound good at all. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Masterleaf, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. So it's going to be a very anxious wait for Masterleaf. Tomorrow's streams are going to do nothing for him. He's going to have to wait till next week when he's going to be having to watch that Tipz Center game. Oh my God, that's going to be an intense game. I can't wait to see that. I'm so excited for the Tipz Center game now. It's going to be mad. I know Masterleaf's going to be tuning into that game, but again, I've talked a little bit about the tournament here now. I think we should just wrap the stream up. It is done and dusted. Fantastic series from Masterleaf and Tipsy, even though Masterleaf sort of beat himself. But Tipsy played really well. Quite surprised. Unfortunately, Futurama just sort of, too strong. We'll have to see how it can go for Tipsy. Tipsy, he's still in it. He's going to be training hard because, again, if he beats Senna in his next game, we're going to see Tipz in the finals. And, Tipz will be separated from Crush as well. So maybe going for a Tipz run. But, yeah, again, I've harped on about Group B a lot. Group A is still happening, of course. And, we'll have to see how it goes. Drivers in action tomorrow, so a few more games being raked up by those players. But anyway, I'll leave you guys with that. For now, I will put a post on my YouTube channel. Probably not today. I'll probably wait for tomorrow's stream to end because it's just, it's just around the corner, right? But yeah, nonetheless, thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for watching. We got 150 people at one point for Kane's Wrath in 2025. That's really good. I was hoping for 50 people, but we've been consistently getting 100. If Senna loses 2 matches, then Tipz is going to qualify. Yeah, I'm just sort of responding to some of the chat. But yeah, I will put a post up probably tomorrow. And of course, the link in the description, you can go to the full results. Just be aware the ladder there is a little bit different. Here you can just see the outcome. But yeah, I'm Green Zero. Thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for watching the extended series. Come back tomorrow at 1800 GMT for the next stream. We'll continue on with the Kane's Wrath extended series. Bye.